Going on? I figure let's have some fun. Go live. What's up, HDAV Traveler? What's happening, buddy? Um, I want you to check your Instagram here in a minute. I'm going to be sending you a link, my friend. See if you want to jump on and just hang out, have some fun, and talk about bullshit. Check your Instagram. What's up, Evil Rick? How's it going? Hopefully, you guys liked that video today. I had a lot of fun doing it, and finally get a chance to work on my own bikes again. This week looks like I don't have any time to work on anything other than other people's stuff. I got 1K services coming in, 5K services coming in, possibly a stereo replacement. Hi, Mary. Hey, honey, Mary's here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Goma, how you doing? Welcome.
Hi, Mary.
So I got stereo, like I said, stereo coming in, possibly tires on a bike coming in. Hey, Tiger Ward's here, Evil Rick, what's going on? So yeah, I had some time to work on my bike. So I said, what's up? What's going on? Mary, I think she's going up to take a shower. Hey, Big James, what's going on? I sent some Instagram invites with the link in it. If you want to come in, let me know and I'll send it to you on Instagram. If I have you on Instagram, if not, then let me know. We'll figure something out. But oh boy, that side cover really kicked my bottom side. It really did, putting it back together. But I got it, and I had to cut out all the struggles and curse words. And some people say throwing tools, which I didn't throw any tools. I was ready to, but I didn't. The struggle was real with that cover on the transmission. Let's see. Okay, cool, Cory. We'll see you in a little bit, buddy. But I'm about ready to grab a beer. If you guys want to come in, I'm just going to drop it in the side chat. Why not? Let's bring in all the riffraff. I'm part of the riffraff. Here it is. There's the link, guys. I'm going to grab a beer. Okay, here we go. Got the beer. Miller Lite, guys. Don't get confused. Who cares? Woke companies, not woke companies. Let's all have fun. Did you guys? Thank you. I appreciate it, Tiger. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Mary's here. Hey, Mare. I know that place.
Happening.
If
I turn this sideways, okay.
I know that place.
No, you don't.
Oh, you're right. I don't.
No.
That's not your house.
No. I'm at Christine's watching the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you seen her?
Christine?
No, the dog.
No.
Honey Bear, come here, baby girl.
I was going to say, you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice doggy.
No, she's an evil SOB. Come on, honey, but she's camera shy. Look, she's bigger than I am, Bob.
Well, Mare, I've seen mice bigger than you. Well,
No,
correction. New York City rats are bigger than you.
Here, look.
Holy cow.
Dude, she's huge. I don't know how to flip my camera. Ah, you went away. Where'd you go? There you are. I don't know how to flip it to go the other way, but yeah, she's ginormous. Say hi to Boob. There she is, Honey Bear.
So is Christine out of town?
Yeah, she's up in Jersey.
Oh, we'll be headed down to Jersey soon.
Well, let me check my salmon. I got some salmon in the oven, but you came up, so I was like, let me pop on, say hi to my friends.
Yeah. Mel says you could ride that dog into battle.
Oh, I totally could. I don't know how to flip it to make the camera go the other direction, but
Oh, you're fine.
to see her, but yeah, she's huge. Ah! All right. So what's up? How do I make this thing go big?
You just had it.
No, yeah, and then it went tiny on me.
Just turn your phone sideways, Mary.
I did, but it stayed
There
tiny.
it is.
Oh, okay.
You're fine right there.
Oh, no, okay.
You're fine right there.
After I'm done with this, I'll put it on the stand and I'll be good. But
yeah,
you're in the show.
So
All right, so
I'm
the
going
one
back
about
down
your
to Daytona next year.
yeah.
Yep. I'll be back down there for Bike Week.
Awesome. I'll be up in July now instead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Hello, Motozillans. All the way from California. Not even almost dinner time in California.
no.
So yeah, you coming back up here, you said?
Yes, I will be back up in July, not in June like we thought,
Yeah.
because Mom wants to have a birthday party for me, and the liner needs to be redone in the pool, so she doesn't want me to come until the pool's open.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Mel said you were coming up later.
Yeah, so it works out better because you guys are supposed to be away that weekend anyway.
Yeah. Well,
I was initially supposed to come, so you know.
I've been doing a lot of traveling lately.
See, my phone keeps going dark on me. I know, that's awesome. Keeps wanting to go to sleep on me.
Well, sometimes you just got to put it to sleep.
No, I don't want my phone to go to sleep. I want to stay on and talk with you guys. So did you go out and ride today? I heard it was beautiful up there.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was spent the day with Mom.
Oh, nice.
It was Mother's Day, so spent the
Oh,
day
that's
with
right.
Mom.
I keep forgetting because my mom's not here. So
Yeah. Did you call your mom?
Oh, of course I did.
Good.
See, it just went dark. It keeps wanting to go to sleep, my phone. It'll go away again.
That's weird.
Yeah. It doesn't normally do this, but
Yep.
hold on. All right. There we go. How is Mom doing?
So, what's new with Mary?
Nothing much. How's Mom doing?
Oh, Mom is Mom.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as she's doing all right. Hang on.
Hey, what's up, Hells? Got home from work, huh? Wow.
It's just you and I, huh?
I guess so. Hells is a good dude.
Oh, see, it went away.
Why don't you guys pop in?
My phone keeps going to sleep. It keeps going dark.
Well, there's a whole lot of jokes with that. Evil Rick says, is the battery low? Sometimes they go dark with a low battery.
No, it's 77%. What's it saying? I can't really see so well.
Well, they're
On my
saying hi to
phone,
everybody.
on the phone, my words are tiny. Oh, here they are. Okay, the words are tiny.
You want my glasses?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
I keep
Jack, why
wanting
don't
to.
you check your Instagram, Jack?
I keep wanting to get a photo of bike night over at Aces for you, but I can't because I'm driving and I never get the red light.
Well, it's simple. You park, you get out, and you take a picture, and
The other night I was coming down I-4, there had to be about 15 boots there 2 weeks ago. So,
Yeah, but that wasn't your bike, Hells. That wasn't Blue Spade. Doesn't count. It's got to be Blue Spade. Can't be Crystal's bike. It's got to be your bike. So, bike night Ace is stopped because Ace is shut. Really? Ace is shutting down.
what?
Yeah. Bike night at Ace is stopping because Ace is shutting down.
Why is that?
Yeah, why are they shutting down, Hells?
All right, I'm back. I'm in the middle of cooking.
Yeah, that's fine. But so Christine's, where's she in Florida? She's got her place in Florida?
She's kind of behind Universal. Hold on, my oven is beeping at me.
Oh, the rent went up and they can't afford the building anymore. Oh, okay. Wow. That sucks.
Say what?
The rent went up on the building and Aces can't afford the rent anymore.
See, my phone just went to sleep again. Well, the video went to sleep, but I can still hear you talking. That's so bizarre.
I can still see you.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Let me go, leave and come back in.
All right, bye.
Try it. But
That was Mary, everybody. So the word is that the owners up the rent because they want to turn it into condos. Oh, that's just stupid. That was a good spot. I'm glad, Mo, you know what? I'm glad I made it out there this past March, to experience it. And well, next year I guess I won't have to make a run to Orlando. Unless, Hells, you could tell me another good bike night to go to when I'm down in Daytona again. Hopefully you're still down in that part of Florida and not somewhere else in the world or country. We could hang out a little bit more this time. So, yeah, rent is going up everywhere. That's horrible. And let's see, her phone needs an old priest and a young priest. Oh, Mel, don't we all need an old priest and a young priest? I think we're all a little possessed one way or another. So what I don't understand is, why is Mel hanging out in the side chat, not sitting next to me getting on camera? Says last month my son moved to Japan. His went. Wow. Okay. Wow. He went to Japan and his rent went up $300. Wow. That's crazy. $300 a month. I'm glad I'm locked into a mortgage with a fixed rate. This way, it can't go up or down it can't go up. I'd like it to go down. And Mary is back.
I'm back.
Mary.
Now it's hopefully. Is my Wi-Fi on? It is. Okay. That's just weird. Yep. And you can still see me. That's even weirder.
Yep. So Mel says your phone needs a young priest and an old priest.
Dude, my phone. Ask her if she got the text I sent her earlier today.
Oh, she can hear you.
Oh, hey, Mel. Did you get the text I sent you earlier today? Hello?
Yep. I don't know. She's in the other room. She's being held hostage by Molly. Makes you come hang out with us. Oh, right on. Central Florida Performance. Where are they, Hells? And I will have Spaceball down there that night so we could get into some hooligan shit.
Yeah, it keeps going away.
Mary, she said she did get it, but she didn't check it out yet.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Yeah, no, dude, my phone has been so jacked up. Part of me is wondering if it's not hacked.
Got hacked by aliens.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have my own personal relationship with the aliens, so.
Yeah. Yep, that is so true. So, Held, you ready for some hooligan stuff when I come down there with Spaceball?
Oh, yeah.
Do some rolling burnouts.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good night, Hells. Have a good one, bro. Sleep tight and make sure you sell a bunch of bikes tomorrow. But
So how long are you on?
I don't know.
However long?
However. So, Mary, did you hear I got a TV show?
Hi, honey bear. Yeah, this dog is 120 pounds
Nice.
of, well, let's put it this way. I couldn't have company in my house if I had her there.
Mm.
And she's as big as my apartment is.
Yeah.
So
Your
I put my Doc Martin next to her foot. I put my Doc Martin next to her foot. It was the same size.
That's because you have little feet.
I'm a size 8 women's.
Tweedle D in the house. What up, Tweedle?
You bellow.
Hi, Tweedle.
Hello.
Tweedle, that's Mary.
Hi.
That's Tweedle. Tweedle meet Mary, Mary meet Tweedle. Mary's the chick I hung out with down in Orlando for Bike Week.
Oh, okay.
She went to high school with my wife, and they're lifelong friends. So
Yeah,
that's
we've
where I
been
was
friends forever. It went dark
Thursday
again.
night into Friday morning during Bike Week, hanging with Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
HD
ton of
just
fun,
messaged
too.
me. I seen you sent the link, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Jumped on. Didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, just hang out, have fun.
Ah.
Ray says as soon
Yeah.
as the dryer stops, he'll jump on. Nice. Cory will jump on as soon as he gets out of the shower. I guess he's got to get looking spiffy and clean and shiny and pretty.
I just woke up a few minutes ago from a nap.
Nice. Yeah, I took
Lucky
a nap
you.
earlier. I came home from mom.
Lucky you.
I'm in a hurry up and wait mood. I got to go to Florida here soon.
Where are you going in Florida?
Buying a new bike.
Oh, no. Where, though? Where?
Titusville.
Oh, okay. That's not far from me.
I'll be up in Orange City. You're like
Okay.
in
You're going to be
Orlando.
all over
I'm
Florida.
Orlando, yeah.
You're going to be in Titusville. You're going to be up at Daytona. You're going to be heading out Miami.
Miami, Tampa.
Oh, you're going to be all over the place. Nice.
Probably end up having to run to Seminole at some point, so I'll probably be down Orlando way too. So
I was going to say
Yeah.
Seminole was right, yeah. I'm right kind of on the border.
yeah, I'm kind of expecting to have around 3,000 miles on a brand new bike. by
Oh,
the time I
nice.
get home.
It is nice to ride around. This is going dark again. Okay.
But yeah,
It is
man, I'm
nice to ride down
looking
here, I have
forward
to
to
say.
getting your new bike, and
What are you getting?
Road Glide ST.
Oh, nice.
What color?
Join the shark. The shark.
I'm getting
family.
the limited edition black.
Ooh.
Yep,
What's limited edition about it?
it's black. It's a black
black.
road glide.
Oh, okay. I thought it was some kind of like My friend Terry's dad, his was a black pearl, you know. So I don't know if it was some kind
You
of.
never see a black road glide or street glide. Never.
No, his was no, his was. The hell was his? It was a bagger. I forget what year it was. I think it was an 08, 09, maybe something like that.
Tweedles is going to be a little newer than that.
Yeah,
Obviously.
just a little bit.
A little bit.
But
Oh,
I got the vinyl in for the graphics, and it matches the grips perfect, which is
nice.
kind of surprised me. Still
That's
going to be
perfect.
off from the wheels, but
Yeah. It's hard to match that color on the wheels. Trust me, I've looked, I've tried. You know, my powder coaters literally has thousands of different color samples, and we couldn't find anything that was close. And that's why I went with the gold. I was like, okay, what's another good color to go with gold with the black? That's close to bronze. I was like, gold.
Gold.
yeah, I was looking at some parts, and I really want them like the footboards. I was looking at the MX ones, and they had gold spikes on the MX style pegs and the floorboards. And I was just thinking that's going to be too big of a difference. So I think I'm just going to go with all black.
Gotcha.
Be a little simpler.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do something. The more I've been sitting here today and kind of pondering it, I think I'm going to put something smart ass on my handguard in reverse for the people in front of me.
Yeah.
When they look in their mirror, they say move over or something stupid.
Yeah. DDK's in the house. What up, DDK?
I got to get him apart. I'm still waiting to hear back.
Are you going to put them back together when you get them apart?
No, friend down there in Orlando broke the shifter linkage on her bike, and I got mine for the breakout. And she's got like zip tied right now. I don't know if she's going to fix it before she comes up to this.
Are you talking about for Indigo Moto?
Yeah, it's her, but she's coming up for that Tennessee motorcycle music revival.
Yep.
And I got the one I pulled off my breakout because I put a chrome one on.
Right.
So I was like, you can have it if you need it.
Yeah, I saw that video where she broke hers. And I was like, damn.
All right, this thing is going dark again. Let me eat and then I'll jump back in.
All right.
All right, bye.
See it.
I love Mary to death. You know?
I didn't get the meter, so.
Yeah.
That's why I was giving you shit saying you was hiding her.
No, I wasn't hiding her. I picked her up in Orlando. We came up to Daytona. We went to Destination Daytona. Then from there we went to the racetrack, and then from there we went down to Blockhead's garage to go ride with him down to Aces, and then from Aces we went to her house.
You see, I missed the part where she lived down there before I got there.
Gotcha.
So.
Yep. So I crashed at her place when I was down there for the night because it was kind of late and I was a little sideways.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. You know, when you know you're someplace safe and you know Jim Beam is flowing and you know,
yeah,
better stay there than be sorry.
Oh, now I see how Noggin did that, where he streamed it to his.
Yep.
I never noticed that until tonight. Everyone great lives in Florida. I'm not down there yet, so.
Just the Thumpers. And I sent them the link, but I guess the Thumpers don't want to come on. I guess, I'm not good enough to.
They might
that.
not be home yet.
They might not be. Or, I just don't rate with the Thumpers. I mean, they're the Thumpers.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to be heading down to the Baggers and Brews ride at the end of the month.
What day is that?
It's on a Saturday on the 27th. I believe.
Oh, is it Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah. Yeah. The ride is the 27th. I'm headed down on the 26th. I'll be back on the 28th.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tired.
I'll be in Florida during that time.
Nice. Be nice and warm.
Should be getting everything buttoned up here and hopefully be on the road Saturday. Worst case, I have to leave on Monday. I guess really worst case would be Monday, but the very worst would be Tuesday.
Yep.
But can't make these clowns move any faster for some reason.
No, because you're at their mercy.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, the bad thing is they know I'm in the time crunch too, and
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess they're pulling the government worker card.
Yep. Luckily, you got an insider at the dealership that that at this point they didn't say screw him, he's not buying it. And
Well, they all know I'm coming down. They know the whole thing, what's going on. I keep them informed. So,
what's up, Mr. Corey?
Hey, how's it going,
You look
guys?
nice and clean and shiny.
Oh yeah, needed it after mowing the lawn.
You shine up like a nice nice new penny.
Yeah.
yeah, I need to mow the yard this week. It's already starting to get tall.
Yeah, the landscapers come by and cut the grass on Tuesday.
Yeah, I live out in the country. We got to do our own grass.
Yep.
I don't have it only takes 30 minutes to cut my grass. And actually, I don't even have the 30 minutes a day. And that's unfortunate.
I wish it was 30 minutes to mow my yard. It takes me about mowing and weed eating. Probably say I start around 12. I'll be done about 5 or 6.
Oh man.
I just got a lot of grass to mow.
See, all I got is 1/10 of an acre.
I got 2 acres, but like the backfield is kind of high. So when I kind of let that grow up last year because gas was so high, and I was like, screw that, I'm not going to mow all that. I just let it grow up, and then kind of stretched the belt on my lawnmower. So I had to go and replace the belts because it wasn't gripping the belt to start rolling.
Gotcha.
And I got half of it mowed and it stopped, and I'm like, well, crap. So then I went and changed the belt, and then I mowed everything, and it was getting ready to rain, and I stopped. So there's like half the backfield that's one. It's actually 3 different heights now. But the middle section, I didn't get to finish mowing, but I'd already mowed it down, and then got the side that I hadn't even touched this year. So I'm probably going to have to go through the other side with a weed eater.
Yeah.
So I think Ray ought to come mow my grass while I'm in Florida.
Middle Tennessee. I didn't know EDK had a lawn mowing service.
Jesus is his neighbor's goat's name.
Oh. I figured somebody old was.
Oh, let's see.
What y'all had going on today?
Well, I hung out with my mom all day. It was Mother's Day.
Yep, dinner with my girlfriend's family, breakfast with my mother and grandmother, and pretty good day.
Yeah, my mom swung by earlier. I didn't feel like moving. She came over here. Then she left, and I kind of fell asleep.
There you go.
I mean,
Sounds like you had a tough day today.
yeah, it was the roughest day I've had in a while. Although I did get these in today. They finally came in.
Oh, it looks like
Very
everybody's
nice.
getting here.
Well, these are DCs. These are actual skateboard shoes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you're going to be like Noggin now, huh?
No, I had those ordered before Noggin even Dom even came on Noggin's thing. I've just been waiting on them to come in. Amazon's crazy, man. It's like some of the stuff I get fast and some of it takes forever.
Mhm.
Yeah, some stuff I order on Amazon, it'll literally come the very same day I order it.
I don't get it that fast. I usually get it like 3 days later. But the shoes I had ordered before I had the hand guards ordered, and I ordered the rear foot pegs with the mounts the same time I ordered all that.
Yep.
And everything was supposed to be in last Monday, but the shoes for some reason was running behind, and I still hadn't. It shows that it shipped, the handguard shipped, but you look at the tracking number, it's just been created.
Yep.
So I don't know what's up with that company. I already messaged them. I wasn't too happy.
Yep. See, it's the Cory show now. Cory's in the upper left-hand corner. Definitely the Cory show
Ugh.
now.
Got ugly in here.
That's right. Mira will come back and make it all pretty again.
840.
Oh,
Is that Lebanon, Ray? I know there's an Amazon warehouse right around the corner from Hell's.
yeah, he wasn't the only one on Ray's last night. Ray ended up kicking us off. After the show ended, we're all in the green room hanging out. He's like, all right, guys, I'm going to kick you off.
If he'd have closed it out, y'all probably would have stayed in there.
Yeah. Would have. We are having fun.
New Amazon warehouse at Knox, Smyrna.
Maybe
I
Samara.
know they had one in Lebanon. I didn't know they had another one.
Goma says there's a building warehouse. Let's see. Goma says I was surprised. Cereal was ordered Wednesday night and received it Saturday morning. That's fast shipping.
Yeah. Well, the place that I ordered
yeah,
the handguards from, apparently they're out of Minnesota.
don't you know?
And supposedly they can't keep workers in their warehouse to fulfill orders, and everybody's ordering parts because it's spring. So
Yeah.
I'm like, well, supposed to be here last Monday. Y'all need to get on that. And here it is Sunday, and I still ain't seen no movement on it. So
Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to just let it ride or cancel it and order it straight from Memphis Shades.
Well, I've been wanting to order a set of those sneakers. But the problem is, when I buy sneakers, depending on the manufacturer, I'm anywhere between an 8 and a 9. And sometimes with boots, I could be a 10. So, I don't like going through the hassle. Okay, they came in the wrong size. Go through shipping them back and waiting again. And
yeah.
I can't do that.
Well, the DCs, the skateboard shoes, they're the same as the motorcycle shoes, like the Indy Ridges and all them. And I know Indy Ridge calls them boots, but they're still just high top shoes. But they're, thick. These are actually waterproof and ankle protect. Well, you say ankle protection. I mean, it's got thick foam around the ankles, but
that's it.
That bike lands on it. I don't care what you got. It's still probably going to shatter your ankle.
Yep. That's
why I wear a full work boot.
Well, I wear sneakers. I do the whole Jax Teller thing, but they're not white, black sneakers.
Well, I mean, you look at Tall. He wears Air Jordans.
Yeah. I mean, I wore sneakers all the way through my whole club career. You know, I wore boots for many, many years in the Army, and I just don't like wearing boots anymore.
Yeah, I'm the
You know
same
how it
way.
is.
I'd bought the Harley, was it Altman boots,
Mhm.
the slip-ons, and Biketoberfest. I learned real quick you can't walk around all day in those things. I mean, my feet was freaking killing me, so I went and bought those built shoes, and I wore them for bike week and was fine. And I was just like, shopping for parts, seen those pop up, and was like, hey, I like those. I'm gonna get them.
Yep. The Thumper wears Vans.
Yeah, a lot of like the stunt riders and all that, they wear Vans, and I've seen some in Airwalks and Vision Streetwear. I mean, a lot of them wear skateboard shoes.
Yeah, right on.
So, I mean, it's all preference, I guess.
Yeah.
I know
No,
either way, though, going to MX floorboards, I ain't going to be able to drag my feet to put my
Nope.
feet down.
No, they're going to stick right to the floorboard.
Yeah.
You're going to have to remember if you want to move your feet to pick it up a little bit. Can't
Yep.
slide them off the boards anymore.
Yep. HD Traveler, we know you wear Crocs.
Last
Did you-
weekend, my brother-in-law got married again, and his bride wore white Crocs with her wedding dress.
Hey, if she's comfy. She's
Yeah.
comfy.
That's it. Penny bought me a pair of Vans 3 months ago. Other than that, boots. Yeah, I just can't do boots anymore.
Yeah.
I just can't. Boat
I mean,
shoes.
I can ride, like going from here to Florida, I could ride all day in them.
Yeah.
It's just if I'm going to, like when we went to that club style event or Biketoberfest or Bike Week, or like even if I went to the Loretta Lynn thing, my feet would be hurting so bad I'd just be wanting to sit down because I couldn't take it anymore.
Exactly. And you know, I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I try, and when I put them on, I just can't wait to get them off after about an hour. And
I
that's
still set of Red Wings I wear for work, and so I'm used to my feet being in boots for 8-10 hours a day.
yeah.
I still got a brand new pair of winter weight and summer weight boots in my closet from the Air Force. So
Same here. Winter weight.
I ain't even
summer weight
touched them since
flyer
I got
boots. And I just couldn't. I just can't do it after 25 years of being in boots. 16, 18
Mr.
hours.
and Mrs. Thumper know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
They're not heavy and they're comfy.
Yep.
But yeah, like when I went to Biketoberfest, I wore my boots down and had my shoes in the saddlebags. And this time I'm going down, I'm trying to pack light because I'm taking parts with me.
Yep.
And I know I'm going to have to bring parts back. So I'm
You already
trying
got
to
a pair
pack
of
light. So I'm
turntables
just
to
going
bring
to wear the
with you.
shoes down and wear them back up.
Yep. You already got a pair of turntables to bring with you.
They're in the top of my bag right next to the Insta 360, the GoPro, the grips, and the floorboards or the rear foot set.
Yep. You're gonna
And
like
then
those.
the vinyl sitting inside the bag. I'm gonna have to try to pack around it. So it's in a hard cardboard too, so it should ride fine.
You're gonna like those. Those are the Custom Dynamics Pro Beam.
Mhm.
So when they're running, they're just a white halo, and then when you hit the turn signal, it's amber, and then
Cool.
when you cancel it out or self cancel, it goes back to the white halo. You're gonna like those. Those are nice. They're bright too.
Yeah, when I get the bike, I'm gonna be making a beeline straight for J&P Cycles.
Oh yeah.
Before I leave, I'm gonna call them and have them pull everything and pay for it. So I just roll up there and pick it up.
There you go.
Probably gonna look like the scene from the Fast and the Furious when they got all the parts for the Supra.
Yep.
Probably gonna look like that, but with motorcycles.
Yeah. Just got to get somebody with a truck, Hells or Crystal driving the truck.
Well, I mean, the seat I can throw on there. So only thing really, I think the rear lights will go into the saddlebags, no problem. The seat may be an issue, and the bars. And I'm not going to have a tour pack yet, so I guess
What you
me
do
making
is you get a
Nori
bunch.
saving him with the slip-ons. I'm gonna have to shut up because he's gonna have to carry my bars.
No, what you do is you get a bungee cord and you bungee your handlebars to your back and you roll down the street looking like a mutant Ninja Turtle.
I could do that, but I-5, that's
I've seen it done.
sketchy.
I tell people all the time, have your parts shipped here. This way, when you get here to do the job, the parts are already here. You don't have to carry them with the bike.
Yeah.
And no, I've seen people roll up here with a tire around their waist, bars strapped to their back. Yeah. One guy actually had 2 tires around his waist.
Oh Lord.
Here's a whole new meaning of carrying a spare tire.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no kidding. And all I could do is laugh. What's going on, Frogzilla? And all I could do is laugh. Where they pull up is like, what's so funny? I'm like, bro, you got 2 tires around your waist?
So
He goes, yeah, I need you to help me. I need you to hand you these tires before I get off the bike. I said, okay. It's
Yeah,
like,
I hadn't.
Could have just had them shipped here.
Well, I took the tires up in my truck when I had the new tires put on the breakout. But when I bought the breakout, I'd ordered the sissy bar for the Fat Boy.
Yep.
And the rear seat. So I kind of left my seat here when I went to go pick all that up and threw the seat on. Had my backpack and I threw the sissy bar in upside down and zipped it up and used a zip tie to keep the zippers from sliding apart.
Yeah.
But
it's amazing when you have, people coming to you to work on their stuff and they're bringing their own parts, which I prefer.
yeah,
I'll spec out all the parts. I'll send them the list and, hey, just, hit the checkout or, this is what you need. They get it. They bring it down. And then, I get the job done. And then this way I don't have to worry about parts and taxes or shipping or anything. I have one guy brings me his bike all the time. When I did his audio, I says, okay, these are the parts you need. This is what you need to get. And he's like, okay. And then he went outside of what I suggested to him, and what he bought, nothing worked. Everything he got. His head unit didn't work with his amp. His amp didn't work with his speakers because of the impedance and the ohms.
mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there going, dude, all this just doesn't work. And he's like, what do you mean? I spent all this money on it. I says, yeah, but it doesn't work. I mean, yeah, I could make your amp work, but I got to make you an amp bracket to mount the amp. And he's like, well, how much will that be? I said, time and material. And I says, I'm going to have to make the whole amp bracket, weld it, form it, everything. And he's like, oh, so he ended up saying, well, you know what? I'll try and return that stuff, which he couldn't. And he ordered everything that I said for him to buy the first time. And then I went to do his stage 2. And I told him, look, if you order everything from Fuel Moto, and when you check out with your tuner, it'll ask you what mod you have on your bike. You tell them what pipe you have, what intake you have, what cam you have, and they'll put a tune on it, a bass tune for you. So then you could just go and do it. So he went and ordered parts from everywhere and anywhere. He got the tuner from JP Cycles. And I said to him, I says, you got no bass tune on it? He goes, yeah, it comes with the tune. I'm like, no. He goes, well, it's a tuner. I says, yeah, it's blank. Fuel Moto would have dropped one on for you. So I had to sit there. He goes, well, what do I do? I said, well, I need to do a lot of, auto tune sessions for you before you take the bike. And then I would highly recommend you get it dyno tuned afterwards to have a custom tune made. And it's like, well, how much is all that? And I says, well, for me riding your bike around doing the auto tune session, It's just going to be, time. I hit him with 4 hours of labor just for that. So I got paid for 4 hours to ride his bike around.
Not bad.
I don't think you complain too much about that.
No, and he's like, "Wow, this is more expensive than you said." I says, "Yeah, because again, you went outside of the parameters." It says this is what you need to reach your expectations, and you sat there and says, "Okay," and I even said, "This is where you need to buy it." I said, "You can buy everything you want, but if you went to Fuel Moto for your tuner, they would have put a base tune on it for you, and you would have saved that 4 hours of labor."
I'd say he was just shopping around trying to get the best deal on each part.
Well, the best deal would have the price of the tuner from JP Cycles over Fuel Moto was like $60 more from JP Cycles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he spent more money. He always says, "I'm not the smartest man on the road, and it takes me a while to learn, but I learned the hard way." I'm like, "Yeah, twice."
Well, some people, that's what's got to happen.
Yep. XAN, what's going on, buddy? So, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, my video came up to premiere tonight, and I was like, "Yeah, let's go live. Let's have some fun, hang out, talk about anything."
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Cory doing his stage 2 soon.
Yeah, I hope so. But as
You gonna
well,
bring
a
it
whole
down
bunch of
here?
money.
We'll do it together.
Yeah, possibly.
We'll set up the cameras. You could broadcast it live. Have you log into your live stream, and boom.
I'd have to have a channel for that to happen.
Well, it's a good start.
Yeah.
Or we'll just do it live on mine.
I'd say there's probably a lot more benefit to doing it on yours than mine.
And I think that'll be a lot of fun now that I figured out the 2-camera thing after the motor swap, of course. And so we could set up, we really don't need 2 cameras at that point. Well, we could, and for all the close-up shots. But yeah,
we're pretty much just working in that one area for that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, drawings for that's this week, isn't it too?
Wednesday night.
Yep. Hope everyone will be there.
Yeah, I'll be there since I ain't leaving yet. I got delayed by like a week and a half, so.
Yeah.
I also have the lady bike builder on. She was commissioned by V-Twin Manufacturing to build him a custom chopper, and it's a knucklehead.
Nice.
So she'll be on. She's actually a cool chick. She rides, she builds, she fixes, and she's here in Connecticut, right on the Rhode Island border in North Stonington. She's probably closer to Rhodey than she is me.
Said she's over near Stonington. Where? Trying to think of where that is.
Just north of Mystic.
Oh, all the way down there. Okay.
Well, for me, it's up there. For you, it's down there.
Yeah.
Well, it's down and over for you.
Yeah, it's like directly south of me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where anything is up there, so.
You're not allowed north of the Mason-Dixon line.
No. It was moved down, too. It's like North Carolina, Virginia, it splits right there and goes right up around to West Virginia, down through Kentucky and over.
Goma, I have no updates to give at this point for the chopper build. I'm still trying to beg for parts, and it seems like a lot of people really don't like donating. And even though they're getting all the paperwork, that they could write off the full retail value of it. So it's still early. It's still early. So I'm not throwing in the towel or giving up hope, but I had my hopes up higher that a lot of people would have jumped on it and said, absolutely, let's do this for the homeless veterans. And that just didn't happen. And we have the Thumpers here. What's going on? So that's the update on the chopper build. There is no update other than, Deadbeat Customs, came in and said, yes, let's do this.
I should go and change my shirt real quick.
Wow.
Is that a pineapple? Are
No,
you wearing pineapple? Is
That
it's a
flower.
hibiscus and
that ARs?
Yeah.
Nice.
didn't know if you wanted that said. YouTube might bounce you. Road Reality.
What? AR stands for Armor Light.
I know what AR stands for, but
Yeah.
you know how the world works these days.
Yeah. Bryce says, "What's up, Thumpers?" What is up with Mr. Thumper's shirt? That guy.
I'm always that guy.
I agree.
There you
brother.
go. Now I'm not underdressed.
I like it.
Oh,
I like
boy.
it.
Flamingos?
Yeah, I had a friend find me this in Florida and got it for me.
I got a flamingo shirt.
Flamingos rock.
Every
It
time
was,
I see
Same
somebody
one
with
that
a
I took the picture
flamingo,
of in front of Dunkin' Donuts.
Every time I see a flamingo or hear about flamingos, all I could think of is in the movie Scarface, fly, flamingos, fly. When he's in that giant sunken in tub in his room, I'm like, I need one of those in my life.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
Road Reality. That's funny.
Flamingo shirt.
Yeah.
Didn't have legs stand.
Legs stand on.
I expect nothing less from him.
From who, me?
No, Road Reality. His joke.
XAN, I don't even think Shade Tree knows I exist.
I don't think he knows any of us exist. If you don't go to the camp out, and he's actually said this, I'm sure y'all probably heard it. If you don't go to the camp out, he just doesn't have the time or the bandwidth personally to like watch other people's stuff and know who they are. But he's like, but if you come to the camp out, I will know who you are.
Yeah, well, that camp out's kind of tough for me to get to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, we live here and we've missed two.
Yeah, I mean, I have a choice: Daytona Bike Week or his camp out.
Yeah. Well, I think he's doing multiple ones now. But I don't know. I think there's
Again,
a coming up.
Spring and
Yeah.
fall, isn't it?
I think so.
I'll reiterate: either Daytona Bike Week or his camp out.
Yeah, I go for Daytona Bike.
I'm
Week
only
this
allowed to make one trip to Florida a year for the Department of Transportation and Department of Justice.
That's definitely a March deal then.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you got Biketoberfest, which is a 4-day event.
Yep, I've been there.
Mhm.
I like Biketoberfest. It's smaller, the weather's better, and it's shorter, but that's what I don't like about it. It's shorter. I like the long rallies where I'm there having a great time with great people. And I'm looking forward hanging out with the Thumpers next year when I go down there.
For sure.
I'm gonna say
Hanging out with them
March
up
is
in
better
Laconia.
because October the roads were flooded last year.
Mm.
There's still flooded roads, so
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some late straggling hurricanes that came through.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, this year we'll be, I guess, in Tennessee and Texas
In October.
in October. So we won't be here for Biketoberfest in
That's a
Daytona.
big old gap.
Which one?
Texas and Tennessee in the same month. Whew,
Oh yeah.
that's
So
a lot of driving.
Yeah. So
We'll put that new RV to work.
we'll go to Dallas's event on the 9th or
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever she booked us,
7th.
and stay up there for Dallas's event. And then the following weekend is Texas. So
Born free. Yeah.
we'll just
Hmm.
leave Tennessee and go to, it's 9 hours from that state
Campground.
park where Dallas's is to Born Free in Texas. It's
9
a day
hours?
and a half. Yeah.
9 hours. Yeah.
9 hours. It's a day and a half from here, almost 2 days.
Yep.
Ooh, Dallas.
Seems like it would be longer.
Well, we Googled it just to make sure.
13th and the 14th.
I figured it would be longer.
Dallas.
Where they got you going through 40 and then heading south?
Oh, I don't know. Let me look. Dallas, I guess we talked to Des and she said that she was coming down the 8th or the 9th. So we just went ahead and booked the campground for the whole week and weekend before.
He
Nice.
says 13th and 14th.
Okay, so it's Deanna, right?
Dina.
Dina. Now, I know you guys just picked your toy hauler. Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, we haven't purchased it yet, but we finally made a decision.
You picked it. You made a decision. You picked one.
Mhm.
Now, I know without knowing you, but I have a very strong feeling you already have some interior decorating and renovation ideas on this new toy hauler of yours.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to just leave it pretty much the way it is, minus some organization stuff, because I really don't anticipate that we're going to keep it more than a year or two. And I don't want to take away from its resale value by doing anything super personal that the next buyer might not like. I mean,
Okay.
I have a teal kitchen in my house. So maybe I shouldn't do that in an RV.
Well, it's very Florida colors, teal.
Yes. Well, this
Pastels is very Florida.
yeah, it's a 1950s mid-century modern. So we've got like the butterfly roof, and it's very in theme with, old Florida. But the RV, I'm gonna try to leave alone. I might put some flamingo. I might find or print my own wallpaper, because that's a thing. You can do that now. You can design your
Yep.
own wallpaper. And I might do maybe a flamingo and gun
I'll be right back.
removable wallpaper for Thumpers pooper closet.
There you go. Or you could do, if you're going to print your own wallpaper, do pictures of both of your Harleys.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd rather pictures of my Harleys and guns.
So maybe I'll
Damn
do-
the flamingos. Who cares about flamingos?
I just wanted it to be silly and kitschy and something that when he's stuck in the little pooper closet with the door closed, that he's got, looks around and goes, "My wife is nuts." I mean, he's called me crazy a couple times today. And I'm like, man, I'd rather be considered crazy than boring any day.
Yeah.
Why
So-
am I suddenly craving pina coladas?
Yep.
Hey, definitely somebody bring pina coladas and painkillers to the Tennessee campground thing.
See my flamingo shirt? I have a pineapple one. I have a flamingo one. I have a toy soldier one. The
The
hibiscus
pineapple
one.
one goes over well, don't it?
I think I've seen your toy soldier one on one of the lives.
Yesterday or day before, I don't
No, I
remember.
don't remember. In one of the videos, I had it on when we were
Just
shopping.
doing boobies and beer. That's a
Yep.
great wallpaper. I wonder if they would print that. I mean, I guess they'd have to be like cartoon boobies.
They would print whatever you pay
Yeah,
for.
maybe.
I can have your
What's
boob.
up, Ray?
All right.
Hey,
Get
who
your
has
mind-
the spending addiction?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Oh, you
You
watched
need
my
to-
video of that?
You need to throw that in the trash or give it away to people. You're not going to fit that in the toy hauler. But thanks for the shout out, really.
You're welcome. You're
I
welcome.
have no idea how heavy this fucking toy hauler is going to be once I say, all right, move your shit in.
And that's without your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm moving my shit in first. I'm going to
So
bring
the
it up here, park it, move my shit in, and then let her go to town. That way I get to claim at least a couple of drawers.
He
So
has-
after she moves all her stuff in,
he
will
has
your truck be able to haul it with all that additional weight?
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to sell.
He has a whole room that is a specialty room that has a humongous metal toolbox / workbench, metal shelf, perforated like
Walls.
grid walls, and
Have you ever seen John Wick, the movie?
Yep.
Mhm.
I have a John Wick room.
So that toolbox with the bench should go to Noggin.
You're right. But
Put it in storage.
We will
Yeah,
we will definitely have to do a raffle
no,
for that toolbox because
It'll-
it's literally a snap-on toolbox. That
What's he gonna do? Carry it on his
crank that
sportsman?
actually the bench comes up to almost chest height. You can
Yeah.
crank it up.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's not a one I would just donate for a good cause.
He literally crushed.
It's worth some money.
He
I
crushed
was gonna say,
the threshold of our front door trying to bring it in, and ruined every door frame trying to get it into the room.
I used to, well, I still can, but I used to build run guns for like 3-gun.
me too, Goma.
So the Glock style run guns and the fast triggered ARs. That's what I had the toolbox for. Is all the building and bits and pieces to these run guns.
Yes, Goma, we definitely will be getting a storage unit. There's no way.
I'm
around
selling it all.
Well,
Donate it to somebody like the Heart Foundation or Cancer Center.
well,
Or actually, I would give it to a family in need that actually is going through that. But
yeah. Well, I was planning on keeping a lot because when we kind of come back to build the barn dough, I don't want to have to re-buy stuff I've already bought pre-COVID. Now it's
just admit it, you're a hoarder.
So
Just
it's
from
funny
the
you mentioned
table,
toolbox.
I mean, my God.
I think I would put it all in storage because that it will get expensive.
Yeah. To try to
I
reclaim
mean,
all that
it's funny you
stuff.
mentioned toolboxes. I knew a guy when I was autocrossing. He and his wife redecorated their bedroom, and they got rid of all the bedroom, furniture other than the bed, and bought Snap-on toolboxes for their dressers and nightstands. That must have been expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you do the Barnadium and you do, of course, the garage is massive and that's where you're going to be.
Yeah.
How much more are you going to want to fit? Because you're going to be excited and you want to just keep filling that up with cool shit, So,
Yeah. And we have a close friend. Well, he's not so close anymore, but I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Obsessed Garage. I guess I'll give it a plug. But I used to compete in CrossFit with him. And so I would probably call him in to do like a build out / episode show, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
Since we
he's
know
got
it.
some crazy garages.
Yes. Yeah. He blew up.
Goma's got it
fast.
right.
I'm sorry.
Goma's got it right. If you sell it, you'll never get what you paid for it at all. And then to turn around and buy it again, that gets real
I'm
expensive.
talking about the John Wick room, and yes, I will, because when I bought all them guns and parts and stuff, we had an FFL, so I can sell them
Yeah, that
and
stuff
make
will have to
money,
go.
and then I can repurchase them if I ever choose to. I don't think I'll choose to because you just don't need that damn many.
and nobody could.
That's blasphemy.
You can never have too many.
No.
There's no such
I
thing
have
as too
a
many.
bad addiction.
No, it's like, you
it's
have too much
not
ammo. No, I don't. I don't have enough.
Yeah.
There is no word enough. There's never been a word enough. But I literally could arm a complete militia that could overthrow the government.
Shouldn't say this.
shush.
Yeah, now we're all on the watch list.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been on that watch list for years.
Yeah.
Purchasing
Well,
all of them.
My name is DDK. Changed my name, Doc.
My name is Ray's Moto Life.
My name's Mullet.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good
Cory up there in the corner. His name is really Denver
Moto
Woods.
noggin.
Denver
That's
Woods.
Moto noggin, and right there. I'm an HDAV traveler.
Yeah.
I've been on that watch list.
Wait.
Every time, here's the sad part. Every time a serviceman returns from an overseas tour to the Middle East, for the time they get home for the next 5 years from each tour, they're on the terrorist watch list.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yep.
The PTSD.
And I went 3 times in 6 years.
Wow.
So,
We got
And then-
corn.
and then my other lifestyle puts me on that list. My former lifestyle puts me on that list as well. I know I'm in the database. There's pictures of me in the database. Whatever.
I'm
I
sure
don't.
there is. Just yeah. I'm sure there are.
Yes, I have
Oh,
a federal number.
Yeah, usually they issue those in those college buildings with bars.
I never got one of them federal numbers, but I do
thought you
have
was
a
talking
federal.
about the federal number you get when you're born.
Oh no, I don't have. Well, I do have the federal bank number that you get when you're born. That's what that is a bank number.
Well, DDK's is 000000001.
One.
Yeah. Is he in here? This ain't no fun busting on him.
XAN is 2.
XAN's 2.
Yeah.
Roadie's 3.
I say inappropriate things in my videos, so I end up on a government watch list. It's
It pads my views.
hey man,
Whatever it takes, right?
whatever it takes. Yep.
XAN, if I get, I've been having them for a couple of
Oh
years.
my! I told them to kiss my ass.
Plus,
Worst
you
experience at the airport while in uniform had a strip. Yeah,
Wow.
Yep.
Never had
I
that.
agree.
Always went right through.
I agree. Oh, the best was when
Tomato juice.
we were flying.
No,
out
you don't eat that.
No,
we
not-
flew out
you know,
commercial
I mean, like
to
homemade
Iraq,
that we used to drink.
and we stopped in at
So
Frankfurt Airport, and they put us in the passenger terminal. We all got all our weapons with us. And I'm like, oh, TSA's gonna love this. There's 300 soldiers getting off a plane with ARs, M60s, M203s, walking around the airport in Germany.
Did you just say AR?
I was just saying, there's not a
Those are
Got a
M4s.
soldier in the
they're not
military with an
ARs.
AR.
That's 2 different guns.
Yeah,
There's rice with chicken vegetables.
Weapons. I say AR.
M16, M4.
I say weapon. Nobody understands.
Cory's over there having a spit fit too.
What is the difference? The bullet?
no, they're both
No.
chambered 5.56. It's just the mechanism inside the gun.
It's the way the
One's
lower
full-
is
one-
machined.
One select fire and the other semi-auto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're physically machined differently to accept the full auto trigger.
Mhm.
Well, you come around here, you're going to get a 20 gauge, 12 gauge, or rifle.
I mean, if you get in the room, then you can have any gauge or any caliber you want.
Well, I'm just saying, you're going to have a hole about that big out of your back around my guns. It ain't going to be a rapid fire. It's going to be one shot, one kill.
Road Reality got it right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I don't know. I've got a what's the 410 pistol?
There.
The
What?
Judge or the what's the other?
Yeah,
one?
the Judge.
Yeah.
Yep. I got one. I love it.
I've got the. It's nice. It's pretty much for just playing around, letting the girls learn how to shoot it. And,
No, that's for home. That's for home security.
oh yeah, but I mean, they like to shoot guns. They've been shooting them since they were little. So
Walk into a police station in Boston City with 10 M4s. Had a store for the night while I was in a funeral detail. They were not expecting us, as we've been told. Let's see. Got to set up the shorty, black slug, buck slug. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I love my judge.
the only
Yeah,
thing
it's-
I fire slug through is that AR platform rifle. Everything else, like all the tactical 12 gauges, is 100% double aught buck or triple aught buck. You want some type of spread.
Yeah. Yeah, I got both.
You ever
Slug,
seen what number 4 buck does?
yeah.
Seen what a 50 caliber muzzleloader does?
So if you're in your house, you don't want number 4. You want double aught or triple aught
Yeah.
in your house. That way, it pretty much lands in a wall. It's not going through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what I
Double aught
got.
will
I
go
got,
through a wall. It'll go out your outside wall and through your neighbor's.
I got a
outside
box of shells. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah,
got some.
I think if I shot that gun through my walls, it would go through both sides of the sheetrock. Some of the 2x4s may catch some, but there's still going to be shrapnel get through to the other side and keep going.
I've got buckshot and slug in that Judge in that 410. So it's, I mean, they're skinny, little bitty long, you know, but they work. They do the job. But I'm more into like, you know, 270s and 30-06 and got an old school 20 gauge. I mean, old. It was the wife's great grandfather's or something like that. It's put up, and
I got a gun for you then. I got a 10 gauge breech barrel
Oh,
side by side.
that's gonna hurt
Okay.
to shoot.
yeah, yeah. We like to. I got a nice muzzleloader too.
I got a 16 gauge side by side.
Well, when I got up a few minutes ago, there's 2 coyotes on the front porch. I grabbed my 1911. I was going to shoot the damn things, but they got to the tree line before I got out the door. So y'all almost heard a coyote get one. I couldn't get to the AR. It's in the closet. I got a 300 blackout for them.
DK says, geez, the fellow goes to take a noggin and comes back to people talking shit about him. What the hell?
DDK still got the first gun. Slingshot.
I think that was not a slingshot. It was one of those old, you know, piece of hides with 2 strings and they swung it
Oh,
around.
yeah. What are those things called? Oh, crap. I forgot
We
about
used to
those.
do that. Hey, we would take a piece of leather and cut it and do it as kids. And we got so good we could knock people's signs off their house, you know, and you know, they would have those old eagles or something up on their house, and we would fire them fuckers up and, you know, tear some shit up. One time the police took us to the police station, put us in a glass room, said, kick that door, gave us a bat. Said, now you can beat on that door all you want. And we did. And I mean, we didn't get arrested. They were just trying to, you know, scare us and shit. And we were like, dude, this ain't shit, you know. And they was like, y'all ain't going to get out of here next time you come.
Yeah, the farmers around here use rock salt to get you off your land when you go cow tipping and shit like that. It burns for a good day and a half.
Ray, we're both wrong. He said he uses a club.
Yeah.
He was the inspiration for Captain Caveman.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the caveman?
Yeah. He still got the tiger skin probably hanging up in his house somewhere.
DDK's the guy in all those old drawings on the cave walls.
And the loincloth.
I tell you what, though, for a man that old, he certainly looks good for a man that old.
He was the one that switched the light switch on when God said, let there be light.
Yep. Hey, I got a question for DDK. Serious question. What was Adam and Eve like? Were they swingers? Were they
your children?
Were they fruits?
Don't ask him about his son and daughter.
He said, I got shot once with rock salt. That shit hurts. What the heck were you doing to get shot with rock salt?
I was cow tipping when I got shot with rock salt.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, serious question. How hard is it to knock a cow over?
Not that hard. They
Really?
sleep standing up.
It ain't hard. It just depends
Yeah,
on
I
how
was never
drunk you are.
successful at it. I took off running
we
threw
were-
my
we
body
were-
into it and just bounced off. So
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They weigh so much, I'd
So-
bounce.
2 of us would just go over there and push on the shoulder and the quarter, and it would fall over. but it
Or
jumps
depe-
right back up. And don't ever
Yeah.
do it to the one that's got horns.
Yeah.
It
my
depends,
buddy did
Corey.
that.
Really, it depends on how drunk you are. Because if you miss the cow, you're falling. I mean,
And don't ever do it to a beefalo. And make sure
Yeah.
you know the difference.
and don't let your best friend take you snipe hunting.
Oh, I know.
Doc, you pissed off DDK.
So here's the weirdest thing in the world. Me and her had an argument about snipe hunting because snipe is a real thing. There is really a bird called
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
But-
she told me there is no
Stop yelling.
way in hell. There's no snipe. It's a wild goose chase. And I said, no, it is really a bird.
But he had never heard of people saying, we're going to take you snipe hunting. He didn't get
It's
it.
a real goose chase too.
Well, I guess they use it as a goose chase, but it is a real bird and they really do hunt them.
Yeah, it is a bird.
So when she told me about this snipe hunting shit, I was like, I don't like
He's
Dove
like, I
and
don't
Quail.
get it.
I didn't get that y'all backwoods country people send people on wild goose chases looking for a fictionary bird. And I'm like, it's not fictionary. It is really a fucking bird.
Yeah. I mean, we got to entertain ourselves and our friends.
That was sneaking out at 13 years
Yeah.
old, going, riding on the hoods and roofs of
And
cars.
giving your buddy the flashlight, and telling him to go. And then our flashlights are actually pointed at him, and we're running actually in the opposite direction. And he thinks we're, with the flashlights running to him. And we're really leaving him there for the night,
Oh my God, Dallas, you're going to hell for that one.
What did I miss? Where did I see? Dan was the impression for
I sent Dallas the invite too. I guess he doesn't want to come on. Is it because he can't, or the camera
He's-
can't get
He's
that?
No,
only
he's-
allowed to do one live a day.
I'm surprised he even did that live on Instagram because he'd been sick. He woke up the night or yesterday morning or Friday morning and his throat was just swell. I mean, he was like, I thought he had got stung or was allergic reaction. Like he was completely, his lip notes, everything was swelled up and couldn't talk or nothing. He didn't even, I don't even think he went to work.
He's the boss. He doesn't have to.
Well, yeah, but he does. The Mexicans want to get paid on
He can
Friday.
sit home and turn the guys on, still make money.
Our food is here. DoorDash.
DoorDash. What do
Her
we got?
favorite thing to make for dinner.
I'm surprised she don't do a cooking channel too.
Now,
Hey, that'd be, instead of
He
beyond the
says she
microwave,
cooks with the phone, so
you could do, instead of doing beyond the microwave, beyond the phone.
Or beyond the DoorDash.
no, she could go to Subway and actually film, them making the sandwich for her. That would
Yeah.
fit into the beyond the microwave.
Yeah. I should have filmed yesterday when I was cooking bratwurst and burgers and hot dogs. That'd have been a good one for beyond the microwave.
Burgers and bratwurst.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in Daytona and I went and got
the
the stuff for burgers and ribs and twice baked potato, I should have filmed that, but
My wife
Trying to
went and
cook all
got
that stuff
my
is just
wife
too much.
went and eat Mexican today, and she brought me a plate home, and all it was I ordered grilled chicken. So
Oh,
ate
wow,
a Mexican today? Ray, did you just say you ate a Mexican?
my wife, yeah, I love it,
I
man.
ate a Mexican?
Dallas says we're Mexican, but we ain't. I'm Native American, so
he still ain't catch it, Doc.
No.
Nope.
Hey,
What'd
Ray,
you
I thought
say?
you were native redneck.
What'd you say? I ate a Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name?
what the heck he is?
I was about to say I ate a couple of Mexicans, but they were females.
Never
Oh, God.
ate a Mexican.
You never told me that. I mean, I knew you were in the United Nations, but you always made fun of me for my Mexican boyfriend. So now the truth comes out.
I told you about Connie Galvin. Yes, I did.
Oh, there's a name.
I'm
There's
Cherokee
a lot of
Blackfoot.
polishing the polish hot wing.
My family comes from the Cherokee and the Blackfoot Nation. So
Okay. I
I
thought
don't
you
know
were
what
Native
Native
redneck.
American I am.
and no, my great grandmother, we got pictures of her in front of her teepee, in front of her tribes and all that shit, man. And then my grandmother, also my grandpa on my dad's side, she was Indian. I've got an uncle. You would think he just walked right off the fucking reservation, you know, because he's red skinned and
How's that go again?
I mean, seriously, like my dad, I mean, you can't. I mean, I know we look right here, but if you get next to me, we're dark complected. But he is red skinned and jet skin. And then my aunt, my dad's sister, she had died years ago. She was the same way. They were real red skinned and jet slick black hair. But the other 6 children, you know, there were only like 2 or 3 of them that was real red skinned.
So we have violated probably every one of, you know, the YT's things in one
Community
live.
standard.
We have brought it up every topic.
DDK, check your Instagram.
DDK, he says I'm an Appalachian American.
Is that the appropriate PC way to say it now?
My DNA says pure white trash. He grew up in the Leonard Skinner trailer park. He did. He'll tell you. That's what it was called.
Leonard Skinner Trailer Park?
Yeah.
I got to visit this trailer park. Where the hell is it?
That was 40 years ago.
Is that something like a Grateful Dead trailer park?
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
but it
That's why I
sounds
want to see it. The Leonard Skinner Trailer Park.
But there were some real trailer queens up in there.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
girls gotta eat.
Somebody go into the restroom.
Somebody blew up.
I'm pissing all over myself. I'm gonna have to get off here and get in the side chat.
All right.
I didn't know if they'd start laundry again, but they're doing it again. So, and I can't get to that.
No worries.
So, all right, I'll be in the side chat, guys.
It was good being monetized for a short time.
Yep.
Well, at least this video is not going to be monetized or this live.
Sorry.
Did y'all get the survey from YouTube here recently?
No.
It was asking how's it making money on shorts and making money on videos and, you know, short content, long content, and I'm like, no. I was like, I'm not even monetized. I was like, how am I gonna make money? It's like y'all need to pay attention to who y'all send your surveys to.
Maybe you're supposed to be.
No, not at 229. No, that's at 1,000 and so many watch hours.
I don't even know what we have or don't care.
I finally hit 229 again for like the 4th time in 2 months.
I couldn't even tell you where we're at or
Ours has definitely come to like it plateaued at 254.
That'll happen. And then you'll spike up and then it'll level off and spike up.
Yeah,
And
it
then one
might
day
end
you're
up
just gonna
being
sit
closer
there,
to where I'm
wake
at.
up
At
with
some
like
point, you
60
might
new
go up,
subscribers,
drop,
and then you'll drop
go
down
up.
like 20
Mm.
because
Yeah.
there's a lot of bot profiles out there that
Yeah.
just subscribe to everybody, and then YouTube goes on and deletes those accounts. So you're gonna see like a spike up, and then it'll drop down, and you're like, "What the hell?" Then you'll figure it out.
No, I keep an eye on that because I just dumped a lot of money into new camera and editing and music and all that crap.
yeah, I don't even look at our.
I'm losing after I spent all those money. I'm like, what the crap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do all this work, putting the videos together, spend all the money getting all the equipment and everything, and all that time, and then, after a year or two or however long it takes, you're making pennies on a video.
Mm-hmm.
Literally pennies. I guess if you have like over 15,000 or 20,000 subs, those pennies turn to dollars. Yeah.
He asked if I wanted to change the banner on this live. Never heard of that before.
What is that?
Goma's comment.
Tweedle, I just got something here asking if I wanted to change the banner on this live. My face hasn't been on a single video or live. Nor am I a mod. Huh.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either.
I've never seen it do that.
Yep.
So
Yeah, the
Pennies
pennies
add
do add up, but when you figure out, if you spend the time and you try and figure out, okay, I made $100 the past 2 weeks, but in the past 2 weeks I put in 80 hours into producing videos. Okay, I'm living slave wages at this point.
yeah, and don't forget whatever money you spend to make the content.
Yep.
Yeah, YouTube's a money pit for sure.
Absolutely. Not as bad as a boat though.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know. I've spent more money on my YouTube than I have my boat.
Well, depending on
But
the
I don't
boat.
have a big boat though, so
25 cents
I
an hour
forgot-
doing YouTube minus cost and gear. Yeah.
it's costing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're like Road Reality does it, it's John, right? Am I correct? That's John.
Yeah.
Okay. You do a phenomenal job. I probably want to have some discussions with you about some editing stuff.
Oh, don't make his head any bigger. Good Lord.
Well, I just got my Premiere Pro back, so I have some questions. But so Doc, you kind of you're doing a job, like you're building bikes, you're doing a thing. So editing isn't your fun part. Your fun part is building the bike. Where I feel like John's fun part is doing the editing, so he really enjoys and leans into that part where you're there trying to do, a build and filming and editing are secondary. So it's kind of a pain in the ass for you to have to do that part of it where he really enjoys that part.
Well, the editing part I do is I cut out a lot of dead time.
Mhm.
Now I'm starting to add like background music that I pay for through what is it?
Epidemic Sound.
What's the name of that website that I use? Artlist.
Mm.
I pay for the royalty-free music on Artlist. I'm starting to add that into the background, and just to make it more entertaining. So I really don't spend a whole lot of time editing. Like the video today, I just put it together, because it's in segments, stop the camera, start the camera, trim the fat at the beginning and the end of it. I don't spend a whole lot of time editing.
That's
Because I don't have that much time to edit.
right.
Yeah,
because you have like other things. That's that's.
I have a full-time job at home in the garage, a full-time job at my employer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just made my editing double because I'm going from GoPros to the Insta360. So I got to go and edit that out and then keep doing every single one of those segments, throw it in a different folder, then put it in Filmora, then cut out what I don't want, paste everything together, then go back there, add music.
Yep.
So,
I have a 360 I use too, and I use it basically for moto vlogging, and then that's where I really spend a lot of time editing, is trying to sync the videos up so I could change camera angles from the 360 to the GoPro. And from one time I actually had the 360 and both GoPros going to get different perspectives on a video, and I never put it out because I couldn't get it to look good without being choppy or anything. Hey, here's the man who's going to answer all the questions in the universe. What's up, DDK?
What's going on, people?
So what was Adam and Eve like? Were they swingers? Were they stuck up? Were they cool people?
Was it hard to get her to take the apple?
No, Adam was pretty cool. We all know, how Eve was.
Boy, do we.
If she could fit it in her mouth, she was putting it in there.
That's I've got a mouthful of chicken. You made me spit it out.
See? See? Mouthful right there.
Exactly.
It's good to see you, Dad.
How's it going, Doctor?
Hey, another day, another couple pennies, I guess.
Yeah, that's tomorrow morning for me.
Yeah, and then the government will get a hold of it, and then I'll get the bill says you owe us money.
Ain't you tired of paying taxes? I hate paying taxes.
Yeah, free country, right?
Don't worry, when you retire, you'll still be paying taxes.
Ain't
Corey,
that-
did you see Frazilla's comment?
Yes, you do.
You pay more taxes.
I think once you hit retirement, at least property tax, they should cease property tax once you retire.
Well, Anderson County, they do have that, but it's at the age, what they move it up to now, 67?
Yeah, but it's not no property tax that they give you. It's just a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
of
a locked-in
reduce.
rate.
Yeah.
But for military, they're supposed to do away with property tax, and yeah,
Yeah,
it ain't
okay.
working because I'm still
It
under
ain't
the
happening.
retirement age.
Hey, I seen that camper y'all were looking at, Thumpers. That thing's nice.
We've
Hey,
looked
it'll be
at
for sale
thousands
next
of
year.
them, and I was stuck on because I can't build a Lux because they're like 18 months out if you build a Lux toy hauler. So the next one was the 410.
But I had to see
All of
of
my
them.
YouTube research. Well, guess which one she picked finally?
The 410.
Yeah, it looked like the 410. So have you figured out the difference between the THR and just the TH?
No,
Well,
I mean yes and no.
we figured it out that it's residential, but is it just the refrigerator or is it all the appliances? And then
Every single one of them have a different answer.
what was
to
the pros and cons of not having it residential? And dude, they all lie to you and they all just tell you some off the cuff shit. So I did a whole bunch of research, and basically it is the pros of having the residential one is you don't have to be perfectly level. So your fridge will actually turn on and work, where the propane 110 has to be level for it to function correctly. And the pros on the cons on the residential side is it is a larger battery draw, but the 410 has solar with a trickle charger, 2000 watt inverter. I'm going to put a lithium ion battery in there, so I'm not really worried about the battery draw. So I'm not really worried about that con. If we have to boondock, when it's hooked up to my truck, it's charging. The solar keeps it charging. And when the generator's running, if it's not plugged in, all charges that lithium ion battery.
So the biggest thing with your refrigerator, then I guess in my opinion would be you just want to make sure it's a 12-volt refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can actually leave it on as you're even pulling.
Right.
Right. That's what the one we've, man.
Go ahead. Speak your piece, woman.
It's no different than boat salesmen.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
They just sell you what you want to hear, just hoping they try to read the room and read you and look at what you're looking at on the desk to see if they can answer. Oh, well, we only have the TH. We don't have the THR. So I'm going to make sure that I word this to where it looks like it's what they want so that they buy the TH because we have it here. It's just, I get it. They live off commission. It is.
Well, yeah.
I get
You
it.
got to realize most of the time those salesmen, it's like being at a car lot. I mean,
Absolutely.
they may be at that car lot for a month or 6 months, and then they've moved on to something else.
Oh yeah.
I don't know too many career salespeople that's sells RVs and motorcycles or cars or anything.
No,
Now, if
definitely.
you got a vested interest in the business and you're an owner, okay, yeah, I can see it. But most of the salesmen they come and go.
Yeah.
Oh, even as an owner, you're not a sales guy. Like
Yeah.
I lied 1,001 times to tell people that I wasn't the owner.
He never told anybody. One guy even came up to him and said, "Hey, by the way, your restrooms are dirty. You should probably clean them. They're out of paper towels." And he's like, "Oh, okay, guess I look like the janitor." He just let people believe that all the time. They never.
Look, because
the best would be if someone came in and says, "Look, I know the owner, and he told me you would give me this price," and you look at him going,
we had
really?
that.
What's the owner's name?
I've had that happen.
Really?
Yeah, they knew the owner, and I was like, "Oh wow, I better mind my P's and Q's then." Yeah.
We have it with the bail bond business too, because
Oh yeah, everybody knows Thumper.
It's named Thumpers.
And then I'm like, really? That guy's a dick. and they're like, I know him. I'm like, oh wow, okay. And then about 10 minutes later, we're in the conversation, and I am Thumper. So do you know me? Because I don't remember you. Yeah, no, we get that a lot. People just lie. I don't understand why.
Oh, have fun with it. Go, oh, really? How do you know him? How long you known him? It's funny because I don't know you for shit.
Yeah.
Well, see, but it depends on your caliber of liar too. So I've got an uncle that, I guarantee you, if his mouth is moving, he's lying about something. But he's done it so much, and he actually believes his lies. So therefore, it's truth.
Yeah, we know some people like that, especially in the boat business. But there was a couple not a couple, a gentleman that worked for us that would tell us that he went to Vietnam and that he had a wife over there and like all of this crazy stuff. And come to find out, he never even served.
So you know my uncle.
Entire stories about it.
Yeah, fucking Agent Orange and all this shit. Meanwhile, my dad was coming from before he passed away. He would come every Friday for lunch. And my dad was a Vietnam War veteran, did not talk about it at all. It was the best thing to do is I'd go sit in my office and never walk back there to parts and service with my dad. Because that guy was nuts, batshit nuts.
Yeah, I agree.
My uncle, he actually did serve during Vietnam. And he was actually served in the Philippines during Vietnam. And he might have a time or two been on an Air Force base in country in Vietnam. Don't know that to be exactly true. But to hear him talk, he was stationed in Vietnam the entire time that he was there. But in all reality, he was actually in a Filipino jail because the Air Force was tired of getting him out of trouble. And so the last time he got busted with the drugs in the Philippines, they threw him in a Filipino jail, and the military was planning on leaving him there.
Oh my Lord.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is his name Keith?
No.
Or is his name Dick Blumenthal?
But to hear him talk, he'll tell you about Vietnam and all the crap going on over there, but he always forgets to tell you, well, I spent most of my time in a Filipino jail. he leaves that part out.
So did he only have to serve the 1 year?
He was, I think his total time he was only in 2 years.
Okay.
And here's the kicker of it. How it even got determined that he was missing was my dad, that's his older brother, and his sister, my aunt. My aunt called my dad and said, "Hey, have you heard anything from their brother?" And he said, "No, I ain't heard nothing out of him in months." And she said, well, I hadn't either. She said, I'm starting to get worried that something's happened. And so my dad at the time, there used to be a congressman here in the state of Tennessee. And my dad and him were pretty good friends. So Dad got a hold of him and he told him, he said, I'll get a hold of the Red Cross. He said, I'll see if I can get them to look into it. 3, 4, 5 days went by and the Red Cross reached out to my dad and said, we've located him. He's okay. He's alive, but he's in a Filipino jail. And Dad said, okay, and then they said, but he's going to be on a flight to California within the week. He's going to be sitting in California. So they got him out of the prison, flew him to California, and then gave him an honorable discharge. I couldn't believe that.
They were just happy to get rid of him at that point.
Yeah. But then, he was, I can remember up through the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, he was in the National Guard. Because he was honorably discharged, he was able to go into the National Guard. And then through that, he actually ended up working civil service and ended up working for the government on a military base until he retired. But was full of shit. Like I said, if he opened his mouth, I guarantee you he was lying about it. But cool as hell. He got me so much damn trouble when I was a kid. And if my dad knew half the shit that me and him used to go and do, my dad would have killed him. I mean, I was 13, 14 years old and I was out with my uncle and he was in his, mid to late 20s smoking weed and chasing women.
That's funny because one of my lines that we use when we introduce ourselves as bail bondsmen, and people cringe, you go, I'll never need your services. I said, we always have that one crazy uncle that you're going to have to get out of jail someday.
Never say never.
You ain't got to be wrong to go to jail.
Nope.
I thought everybody was innocent in jail.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And
Exactly.
there's no justice.
Depends on who you talk to.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I've been to jail. I've never been to where I needed your services. But,
Well, did they even have bail bondsmen back in the cowboy days?
yeah, you had bondsmen.
Look,
DDK, did you wear the red sash?
No.
you know what the oldest profession is?
Prostitution.
Yeah.
You know what the second oldest profession is?
Lawyer.
Whatever DDK does.
A bondsman.
Surety,
Making sure that
bail
they-
bonds,
Yeah.
Yep.
making sure that you would reappear in front of the king, the queen, whatever. It was surety was what it was called back
then.
a million years ago. Yeah. And the original bail or surety was trading cattle, trading goods or services, aka for
Prostitutes.
release of the dungeon. So yeah, it's been around. It is the second oldest profession.
I mean, come on.
I was going with politics, but okay.
I was just assuming a lawyer since they're like cockroaches.
These days, for
Don't
sure.
Yeah,
say
that
that.
would be a good run into.
It's slimy back then.
So Tweedle, when do you leave heading to Florida?
I'm hoping Saturday. At
Oh, wow.
worst case, it'll be Monday or Tuesday of following week.
Oh, so
Was
you'll
that
be coming back the same time? I
22nd,
am.
23rd? Probably. I'll probably fly past y'all.
No, we're coming up Thursday, and we're coming back here Sunday.
Oh, Sunday?
Yeah.
So y'all just
Yeah, I might
riding
be a day behind you or two, or
For the
a day
weekend?
before you. Do what?
I said they're just coming up here for the weekend.
Yeah. We're
God,
bringing
that's
the
a long
trucks.
way.
They're going to Windrock.
Yeah, I know that's what they were talking about, but geez, that's a long trip just for a weekend.
Yeah.
2 days is all you can stand in the trucks, man. They
Your
beat you to
body,
death.
Yeah. We actually didn't even go the last day because we were so.
Well, we
beat
went
up.
2 days, and then the third day, the boys went,
We were like,
and
"We're
they
full."
they come back saying we shouldn't have went. So when I scheduled it this time, I was like, look, dude, we only need 2 days. So we're going to go, it's going to be a 4-day deal. A day to get up there, 2 days to rock crawl, and a day to get home. Because I can't do it, not doing it. That shit beats you to death. And at my age, it hurts bad.
And we did
It
roll.
takes you a long time to recover.
Yeah, and we did roll over last time we were out. So that beat you up too, a little worse.
His
You
head.
know, DDK used to run around in diapers up there, right?
He's probably
I
the
think he
one
was
that's
born
running
up there
the
too,
block
wasn't he?
off the rock.
Loin.
I have been to Windrock a few times.
I
And
went
you
senior skip day. That was before they went and made it public and started making it go nationwide.
The way it is now, no, I've not
See,
been.
hey, he will back me up on that. That Windrock has really screwed up everything around here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, I look, as soon as you told me they were buying the mineral rights,
Yeah.
that's the shadiest way to go about business, but that's the only way you can't shut them down because the EPA can't come in. You can't come in saying they're destroying anything because they own the mineral rights. So it's theirs to destroy. But you
Well-
need to fight that as a homeowner. They shouldn't own your mineral rights.
Yeah, you look at their map, they have the whole Dutch Valley all the way down, right past you. I don't know if they're on your side, but they're on this side of Walden Ridge.
Not on our side. It's on the
Then you go
Walden
across the
Ridge.
street. Yeah, you go across
Yeah,
the street, it definitely
yeah,
is.
It's on the Walden Ridge side.
Yeah, well, if you're a homeowner, you can get your mineral rights back because they don't have the right to purchase.
This is like the Tennessee version of Yellowstone.
It wouldn't be bad if they didn't have as many trails as they did, and they
Well,
wasn't connected onto the roadways.
80% of them trails are side by sides. They're not
Yeah.
actual.
Oh yeah, they're side by
Yeah.
side.
And the ones that are tearing up the damn creek, because
Side by
a truck
side.
can't go up, it's side by sides.
They're
Mhm.
horrible.
They literally run them straight up that damn creek there.
The funny thing is, though, they all blame the locals, saying it's the locals doing it, and the locals get videos of the out-of-staters coming in and doing it.
Oh yeah, man, we pass them every time we go. We pass, and look, I'm with y'all with them damn side by sides. We aren't going fast enough. Even if I put my truck in high gear and I run it through all 5 gears, I top out at about 60 miles an hour. Top speed. Them
Yeah,
little
they,
things are doing 60 miles an hour in 4-wheel drive up and down the mountain.
But we probably never get over
Yeah.
30 while on the whole park.
I've never been over 15.
Yeah, I mean,
Not actually crawling or going up anything. We're not built for speed. We are built literally.
Is this for you?
This
See,
is-
I would say probably wouldn't be y'all's type vehicles to do it, but DDK can probably vouch for this too. Them Jeeps
Oh,
running up and down this street all
Yeah.
the time.
Jeepers are the worst.
Side by sides all the time. Now you get closer to Oliver Springs, they got ATV route.
Yeah, well,
Well,
last
They're on
time,
the Devil's Triangle, so
last
They do
time
it
we
for
were
Lake
up
City.
there, we got half a bed of garbage because as we were, driving up, we would just everybody's garbage it just throw it in the back of the trucks. As you're all through the mountain in the park, they just throw their shit wherever.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, you got to
disgusting.
watch out too. You go down some of the wrong trails and come out on somebody's property, you'll be greeted with a gun to your face. I heard about that several times. I was
Dying.
like, dang.
Dying, your question, not traditional, but yes. Not true Muay Thai from Thailand, but kickboxing has Muay Thai aspect. And yes, I've trained in Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Sounds like a drink, the Mai Tai.
That's all
Yeah.
good as
I like
well.
to go with.
I'm good with Mai Tais.
I don't like sweet drinks.
They get you drunk real fast.
Remember
Yeah.
remember in the early 90s the Midori sours?
Nope.
All right.
They're like,
And I'm a little older than you, and I don't remember those.
All right. The melon balls.
Nope.
Yep, remember those.
All right. That was a version of the Midori sour. Midori was the liquor, and then they put sweet and sour mix. It's a sweet drink that killed all sweet drinks for me. Was the Midori sour.
Like the
I
sex
think-
on the beach.
No,
I
I
think
never.
all that time I was drinking Mad Dog 2020.
which
oh,
is just nasty.
Yeah,
Hey,
That's
I
what
wasn't legal
also-
drinking age yet, so
right.
yeah. They used to have it at the Circle K on the shelf. You could just
Mhm.
pick it up and put it in your pocket and go on
Yep.
down the road. That and Night Train. Ooh, yeah, no, that's horrible shit.
Yeah. I'd
no,
have to-
actually, Ian, they ain't doing no moonshining over there on that mountain anymore. I can guarantee that. That
No.
probably, if they go deep into Morgan County, then yeah. But yeah, if y'all come up to Devil's Triangle, that it's sketchy up there now because of those side by sides.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst things about Devil's Triangle. In my opinion, it's not the side by sides or the mud that they create. To me, it's more of the big old dump trucks that's plowed out the road, where the road's like a washboard.
Yeah.
Mm,
And,
yeah, that.
The Devil's Triangle, the last time I went, was perfectly paved compared to the road you took me down going to the waterfall in Kentucky.
Hey, honest mistake.
I seen you go underground, come back up 50 feet down the road.
I'm hoping that road's a little better now, because that is a really nice ride up through there. I enjoy
All right,
that.
everybody, hold on. You ready? You're my boy, Blue.
That's
Yeah,
blue.
Blue.
Hey, Blue.
What's up?
Yeah, DDK, when I get back, is that second weekend in June?
Oh,
14,
DDK.
15, something like that. That Saturday, that Friday, Ray's coming here, and then Saturday we're going to the run to the hills. So
Are you doing the run to the hills?
yeah, you need to open that day up.
I don't know that I want to ride with.
I don't think me and
That
Ray
many
is actually
people I
going to
don't
go
know.
ride with them. We're just going to go and hang out.
How many people
What's
go
up,
to
Tiger?
that?
There'll be at least
Last
100
year-
bikes or more.
Last year on Friday, he was expecting like 35 bikes, and it was over 125.
There's no way I would ride.
And Saturday there was
No.
even more bikes. It was probably closer to 200.
I watched his videos, and I met him at Daytona, but there is no way I'm riding with 100 bikes.
No.
Almost got rear-ended. Almost had a dude come over on me on the Devil's Triangle, or not Devil's Triangle, the Dragon.
What's up,
That was the only two close calls I had that whole time.
So that's like when we went up to Vam last year. We didn't ride with the groups. We just kind of broke off. It was just like me and NC Crimson, Sandman, and Dallas, and Drew, and Tiger Ward rode with us there one day. But we done our own thing. We didn't hang out. We went and met up with them at the Moose Lodge that night and stuff like that, and hung out and did the partying. But we kind of done our own thing when we was riding. And I don't mind a ride in a group. I mean, I really don't. I've done a lot of group riding, but I want to know the people around me.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Yep.
I hear
I
that.
don't do group rides. Nope.
Yeah, I don't want to do group rides. I mean, if it's like a pack of 6-10, okay. But you're talking a pack of 30-40? No. Because it only takes one motherfucker to send it and take out half the damn pack.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all ride on. I'll count to 300 by ones, and I'll take on after y'all.
Can you count that high?
That's why you've got
I
missing.
count to 10, 30 times, huh?
See, last year I
He's
told
got to take
Paul,
off his socks, but he can get there.
I was like, you kind of underestimated this whole thing. I was like, you probably need. I told him, I was like, next year you need to get those local YouTubers here involved and stick us strategically throughout the line. That way we can, split up if we need to, especially at the tourist traps that we go to, for people to get shirts and patches and stickers. You know, it took us an hour and a half to get out of the Cherahalla Skyway Harley T-shirt shop.
No way.
Nope, not doing it. I meant I'd like to go ride with the man, but nope, not doing it.
If you don't go do that, you got to be invited to ride with them. So,
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
and I've never been invited other than to run to the hill. So,
Well, we were invited to come with him at
To a
Daytona
barbecue.
to his
To a
barbecue.
barbecue.
Yeah, he was riding over to Bethune-Cookman to a barbecue.
And we would have been the only 2 white people there.
We would have probably been one of 3.
Wesson Customs was there. You'd be fine.
I mean, I wouldn't. I would have had just as
At
much
Bethune?
fun. I probably would have had more fun because I would have enjoyed the music a lot more than what was going on everywhere else in town. But
Yeah, Bethune-Cookman.
I'm not into the what is it?
What did he say? You can't get fucked up riding.
No.
DDK, is that a true statement?
If you the first time you ride with Ray, let him get a really big lead, or put him in the back.
Why? He travels the corners?
Now he don't like to use signal lights for one thing.
Oh,
No.
You don't need a signal.
Well-
You see the bike leaning, you know he's going that direction.
Well, sometimes it was like everybody was doing this, and then it was this. Like last second, go right. Or the best one was going left when he came up on the turn too hot.
Oh hell, I
Didn't
got
realize it.
sideways on that one. I mean, I was sideways.
I was looking at DDK like, what are you doing?
Oh man, I ride in so few groups that last summer or the summer before, I took my neighbor lady for a ride. She had her own bike, and she was following me. And every time we come up to a turn, I'd be like, "Oh, there's my turn," and I'm like, "On the brakes, turn," and I'm going wide because I see in my mirror over here. I'm like, "Oh shit, she's like right here on my ass. She's gonna hit me." So then I end up going wide, and yeah, it was ugly for the first like 3 hours, and then we stopped riding, and it was okay after that.
It typically is, John.
Hey guys, I'm gonna sign off. Have a good night.
Good
See
night,
you,
Cory.
Cory.
Thanks for
Hey,
your
Cory.
input tonight. It was
We
very
all get a bigger
insightful.
piece of the pie now that Cory left. The screen, not the other thing. No. Oh, geez.
Hey,
I'm gonna get
DDK,
canceled,
how are
aren't
you?
I?
Hey, Blue, I'm doing
Blue,
all right.
you need-
Hey,
You
Blue,
see
I got-
Gremlin in Daytona.
I like
Blue,
your
I'm
hat.
I'm mailing your shirt
Looks
out.
familiar.
tomorrow.
Looks familiar.
Did you hear me, Blue?
I'm sorry. No, I didn't.
You better get on her. She still got your shirt.
I'm mailing it out tomorrow.
Oh, you don't have to mail it out. You could just bring it to Laconia.
No.
liar.
I'll lose it by Laconia. I need to mail it tomorrow.
Yeah, I've been working on some keychains. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Ooh, am I
Hey, I
getting a
got some
keychain in the
stickers,
mail?
Blue.
You did get my stickers.
I got them Friday in the mail. Appreciate
Friday?
it.
When did I send them out?
I don't know.
March
What was it?
23rd.
When was it postmarked?
I don't know.
January
I
3rd.
only go by the post office about once a week. They might have been sitting there for a week before I even went.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you finally, because I got yours a while ago, but
Does the mail not run on that end of the valley or something?
Yeah, it's called Pony Express.
I
Or
have
is
a
everything
post
come
office
carrier
box.
pigeon?
I have a post office box as well as mailbox here at the house.
Oh,
my mail's always a day late.
And $1 short.
Yeah, yeah, that too. But seriously, it's always a day late.
I made her laugh. It's been a good day.
You pointing at me, you weird son of a bitch.
I'm not.
Me.
No. Look on your screen.
Everybody tell him who he's pointing at.
Her.
he's pointing at her.
He's pointing at her.
Check your glasses.
Who is he pointing at?
Yeah, to us it looks like he's pointing at you.
Oh, because our screen's not reversed to us, it is to y'all.
Oh.
Well, I can fix that real quick.
There you go.
Freaking Brady Bunch over here.
Yes, exactly.
The Brady Bunch. No, we're the Doc Harley bunch.
So I'm on that side.
Wait. All right. So who
You're
am
right
I-
here to me.
Who am
You're
I,
on our right.
who am I
So
doing
which
here?
hand is
You're
this?
right there.
Your right hand.
Who am I pointing at now?
How do we do this? I know we switched mirror.
What's up, Blue?
Are we switched
Not
now?
much. How you doing?
So
Send me a message
so this is how we look to them,
in the private chat.
where she's on.
Oh, I had it
Hold
full
your,
screen. so I
hey,
didn't see the
Thumper,
private
hold your
chat.
right hand up.
Hold your right hand up, Thump.
She's right there
Now say.
beside you on your right side.
Look,
I
so
swear
you
to God.
you can't
But
see
with
when I
us
switch
looking,
it.
she's on the left and you're on the right.
Yep,
See, I'm switching it
on the screen.
to mirror my camera. Do y'all see it changing?
No.
Nope.
No,
Really?
they don't. It's
Oh,
just
okay,
us.
It's just us that sees it. Okay.
So
That's your
like
preview.
she is literally on my right. I'm on the left side because we mirror it. So it looks identical to how we're sitting. She's sitting on my right side. But
Yeah.
y'all see it where she's sitting on my left side?
Yep.
Now she's on your right side.
No, she's
That's
on
right.
your right
We're
side.
looking at them face to face. She's to the left.
Yeah. He's on the
And-
right, she's on the left, but it would be his right
Okay.
hand would hit her.
And
Right.
these are the
Now
same
my
people that
brain
go,
hurts.
I got the
click up here for the info card when it's actually over here.
Yeah, that's why I don't do that.
Hey,
That's why I don't do those things.
you want to know something funny? I filmed a bit standing in the back
How
of my
did you
trailer
get
2 years
sunburned
ago.
in a hot tub?
I did the
There's no
same
sun.
bit like 17 times before I finally said, and click up here for that video. I finally got it right. I was like, gosh darn it, I did it. So now I
Sorry.
have muscle memory.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't even attempt to do that because I watch
Sorry,
people
Doc.
do it, and I'm like, I would never be able to get it. They're like, right here, and it would be. Yeah, no.
I
I mean, I can't even talk without.
If you ever watch when I do that, yeah, it's going to be linked up somewhere up top.
Yeah, you just go, it's up here somewhere.
It's on the top corner.
See,
Yeah.
if you don't even do stuff like that, you don't have to worry about it.
That's right. I don't.
All the pros say that you should link to videos using the info cards, and it's a good way to just point up here and say, there's an info card.
Why
You know
you
who's
I just don't point.
no. Now where did he go?
he left. You know what's you know who's really good at that, Mrs. Thumper, is Blue Bike and Doyle. Because he's riding along, he's like, well, that's gonna be the end of the video. So watch this video here and this video here and this video here and hit subscribe and give me a like over here. And it all lines up with his stuff. And it's
Oh wow.
fingers are always in frame because he's got a chin mounted camera.
Oh,
Mine is up here, so it's always like, yeah, I'm either pointing to the left or the right of whatever it is I want to show. Wow, look at Doc's kitchen.
He's got a nice kitchen.
Can anybody read the expiration date on that credit card?
Sometimes I like this camera, and there's times I hate this camera. This is one of those times I hate the camera.
What camera? Which camera is it?
It's the Osbot Tiny.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
I tell you what made my camera. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I used it today, and apparently it saved nothing. Nothing.
Do you have
Is that a,
You got the
that's an
X3.
Yeah.
Now,
I just
when you
got the
say it
X2.
saved nothing,
There's some people that swear by them and other people that just absolutely hate them.
Well, it said it was filming, and I even went back and looked at a couple, and then erased them, and then I filmed a bunch more, just stupid stuff.
This
playing
is
with
the
it.
only camera I like.
And then when I put the SD card in my computer, it said that there was nothing there except for a bunch of text files. No
Wow.
actual.
got an electric razor thumper?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
No, it's up.
The DJI Mini something or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. There was those files. Oh, crap. What was that? Rhodey just taught me this last night. He said some of them will come up as video files and some of them will come up as like LMR or something like that. And you got to change it
LRV.
over. MRV?
LRV, it's a low
LRV.
resolution video. So it's like
Yeah.
a preview of what the actual video looks like.
There it is.
Yeah, and he said you got to convert
Like a
that to
little
get the footage.
document.
Well, no, you can't convert the LRVs to anything because they're just a low resolution for looking at it on the screen on the camera.
Ah, that's probably.
Well, that's what he told me he does. So
So clearly, I don't understand.
I'm still trying to learn it.
Yet. So
Nice.
it
She's
was my
got
first time.
all this crap. If you go watch her video, she shows you all the crap she has on GoPros and all the different shit she has for GoPros.
So some people, I think, misunderstood that because all of that stuff that I dumped out of the bag was all the little attachments that they send you for every time you buy any GoPro or GoPro case or mount. They send you like 30 different attachments and 30 different screws. So I just throw them in this big, huge bag.
I have a question when you're done with that.
And then they just get lost in here. Like, oh, this little crap.
I break mine.
You know, like I have propellers for but you know, just tons. It's like every time I order something, they send me 30 more of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to throw it away because I'm like, well, someday I might need them.
So you end up with stuff like
hoarding.
this.
Yeah, an organizational tote that would require me to actually put it back in the tote at some point in time.
It would require her to be organized.
I am not.
Look,
Mr. Thumper?
I got these because I had GoPro stuff in my trailer. I had GoPro stuff on the kitchen table. This whole porch was full of stuff, and I was like, it needs to be clean. So I laid everything out on my workbench, and it covered my 6-foot workbench.
Yeah, like I still have them from the boat business. You know, like I have like 30 of these because we used to put them on every corner.
Mhm.
Like, it's just,
Mrs. Thumper.
Yeah, but I would
got-
keep those
I got
because
one
you
thing
can
to
throw the
say.
GoPro
What
in there
you're
if it's
just-
raining.
What you're describing is called hoarding.
It might have a use.
yes.
No, I'd say keep it. I'd use the waterproof cases and throw them on there on the days that it may rain.
I
That
have,
way, if you're filming, you ain't got to stop under a
So
bridge
you
and
keep
take all
one
your
or
stuff
two. You
out.
don't keep 30.
So, Mrs. Thumper, you said you have a lot of equipment. Do you have one of these? The Ulanzi MT16?
no, I don't. That one's for the iPhone, right? It's got an iPhone
So
mount on
it'll
it.
work with a phone or anything that takes the tripod mount.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a similar setup. I bought one of these recently. I got a video I got to edit on it, but it came with a cell phone holder. So you can put your cell phone in it and use it as a vlogger handle, and then it extends out a little bit, and you can rotate the ball so you can get a wider field of view,
Nice.
and then it opens up to be a tripod. So
Okay.
it took the position of like 3 things in my camera bag.
I like that.
I just bought a gimbal.
Oh yeah.
That's what I got right there.
Yeah, she has 2 of these.
Because the one died. I hate these. So my original one I used for the boat, but anything over like 30 knots, it would just collapse. So then I had to buy another one.
That's one thing I'd like to get is a gimbal.
It's probably dead.
And then the other thing I was going to ask you was, do you have a handler?
A gimbal.
No, I see the gimbal.
Okay, a hand what?
No, it's called the handler. It's the handheld thing for the GoPros.
Yes.
Made by GoPro. It's got an orange.
Oh no, I have this one made by GoPro, and then I have the quad lock one also. The quad lock one I actually really like. It's probably one of my favorites.
I use my Rick Rack 8-inch extension.
I'm
as
sure I
a-
could probably
the handle.
find it.
I had one of those waterproof deals.
I use the Insta360 tripod,
Uh-huh.
and I mount my GoPro to that, and I'm good.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. So I don't think
But
mine.
it's a small salty stick handle and a tripod built in one.
You know
I
what
don't
she
have the
doesn't
tripod.
have? The only thing she doesn't have
A real camera.
is a real camera.
And my dad has been asking me for 2 months for me to order one that he would pay for it. My dad pays for most of this because my dad.
Get with Bry. He will hook you up with the right camera to get.
Who?
Bry the biker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
What are
buys
you showing,
$3,000 cameras.
That's
Yeah,
the.
but her dad's gonna buy it. So it's
This
okay.
is the
Is
ZV1.
Road Reality chopped liver.
I
Yeah.
was looking at the ZV1.
Listen, he buys it and then he charges me.
No, look, this is the ZV1. Bry's going to sell you on a great camera, but Bry also uses multiple $1,000 cameras.
Hmm.
I had a budget. I wanted to stick under $1,000
Yeah.
and get something that's phenomenal. I've got some videos on my channel on the ZV-1.
I
It
wrote
has been one of the biggest benefits this year on the channel. Scott, I can mix this stuff in, and the footage that comes out of here just looks like butter. It's just awesome, and it's easy to use. And the big thing on the ZV-1 is the mic on top. It comes with the dead cat, but
Yeah.
it's got a whole matrix microphone system here, so
Okay.
it picks up phenomenal sound. I've got a video I need to publish where I'm walking in water, and it just sounds like you're right there with me. And I was like, oh, I got to leave that unprocessed, because normally I'm like, cut all the background noise and throw music under it. I was like, no, I want to leave the sloshing of the water, because it sounded perfect. And so I love this thing.
So my problem is, and maybe y'all can help me with this, is that when I leave the house, I'm like, which one do I take? Well, I'll take all of them. So I take all of them with me, and then I get to where I'm going, and I'm like, I'll just take my cell phone.
So
It depends
you're
on
like
what
me
you're
then.
gonna do, really.
What's that?
You're like me, Mrs. Thumper. I carry these with me everywhere. The 10, the 9, and the Sony.
Yeah.
I
But
was
then
saying
when I get there,
It
I
just
just
depends on what you're gonna do. Because
Yeah.
like the rally, I wasn't really filming on the bike, so I didn't take any of my GoPro attachments. I just threw my GoPro in the saddlebag and then used my phone most of the time. Like
There
when
you
I
go.
get down there for this bike build, I'm probably gonna have the GoPro set up on a tripod and then open my gimbal up, because this has a tripod on it, and then hit the motion tracker on my phone and just film with that, because my phone, the video is just as good as a GoPro, and then if I take still pictures, it's just as good as one of those $high $dollar cameras, because it's a Galaxy.
Hey,
I
I got
just bought a brand new
permission to add-
iPhone that gets delivered tomorrow.
yeah, I don't have
Tweedle,
so-
I got the Note 20. It does a decent job, but I've done like literal hold them side by side and take pictures, and the Sony wins out every day.
Well, it's a Sony.
I mean,
I'll agree with that. Sony's a damn good camera.
I'm just saying, it's for me, it was like I wanted to up the production quality without hiring an actor or a script writer or somebody to make actual decent content. So I bought a better camera, and I use a very fancy camera bag.
I've noticed
Crown
that
Royal.
in videos before.
Well, I got a very
that's what I
basic
was saying
question.
too, though.
I got a
It
very
depends on what
basic
you're going to
question.
do with when you film, and like when I went to Chattanooga for the club style thing, I used my GoPro and then I just turned it off and I started taking pictures with my cell phone,
So
because
can
I
I
mean
ask
really
my
it was
basic-
redundant. But
Can I ask my
Right.
basic question now?
Yes.
Because I do a point and shoot, and that's it. And a couple comments were, today that the wife needed to zoom in. Can you zoom in with the GoPro?
No.
yes, in editing you can.
Well, okay,
Wait a minute. Wait a
fine. You
minute.
got me on that one, Tweedle.
In
That-
the editing, you can actually zoom in on on with the footage that's there. You can zoom in on it, because my I think it was Daytona Part 2 in the slime pit. I was so far away, I actually zoomed that in.
Okay. Did you
Well,
lose you didn't lose any pixelation or video quality?
So here's
No, I
here's
didn't
the
notice
thing.
any.
So here's the thing. If you film on your GoPro in 4K or 5.3K, whatever your highest resolution is, but if your timeline is 2.7K or 1080, you can zoom in without losing any video quality, because it's literally just cropping the image. However, if you shoot at 4K and you zoom in, even on a 2.7 timeline, past I think 1.5 or 1.7, you end up getting pixelation. You then need to add a sharpen effect and set it to like 1.5 or 1.8 to regain that clarity. So if you ever watch my videos and I zoom in on, I could do a punch zoom or something, or I'm zooming in, you'll see that I don't lose as much clarity when I zoom like two or 3 or 4, because I'm adding that sharpen feature back in.
Which editing software do you use?
I use DaVinci Resolve.
Oh yes, I do. Okay, I do remember seeing that on something. What's up?
Yep. My man Blue over there, he
That's what
uses
you
it too.
do? Okay.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. That's the handler.
Okay.
I've got that.
Yeah, I got one too.
I don't even use it. I got one that floats in the
I've never
water. I don't
bought
use it.
one, but are they halfway decent? Are they good for doing like a remote kind of thing?
Well, if you want a remote kind of thing, buy the Volta, which acts as a remote for the newer GoPros.
Well, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, like I was saying before, I think I need a gimbal because I don't know if you saw one of my lives I was doing, but I was shaking.
Yeah.
And I just
Don't do
knew.
that.
I'm really bad about that. The shaking. That's when I like my Leesburg live stuff. I was super shaky. Like I just get that after a while. But I needed the gimbal. I was using my cell phone with the quad lock.
Did you use? Well, I have the, the, what do you call it, turned on, the
Stabilization.
Image
yeah,
stabilization.
stabilization turned on, but still you could see the shake. Do you think the gimbal helps with that?
Absolutely. You don't see anything with that
Ah.
DJI gimbal. The gimbal's
So I'm-
amazing when it works.
I'm better to get one of them then.
My problem is it, for whatever reason, mine will just flop off. Where did the gimbal go?
This one?
Yeah. So for what, just whenever
What?
it decides that it no longer wants to be connected. Let me see your phone.
What is this?
Let me ask you this: what case are you got on your phone?
Me?
Who?
Yeah.
I have the quad lock.
Okay. I have the DJI. Was it Osmos something another?
Mm-hmm.
I have to take my case off because it's not balanced on the gimbal.
Yes, I always have. See, that's what I just took his phone and I took his case off because it's the only way it'll work.
Yeah.
But
yeah, if you center that, it'll work and it'll go. But if you use the quad lock case, it jacks it up. I've
yeah, no,
noticed
I
that.
have never even tried it with the quad lock. But there's something wrong with it. Probably needs an update or something. But I was trying to film. I don't know if y'all saw that short I did where I was on a little roller cart in my dad's shop going around my motorcycle. And I was trying to do like complete 360 around it on the gimbal. And I would get almost completely through the whole 360 and then it would just flop.
That's upside down.
Probably. Yeah.
Do you? What kind is that? First of all,
DJI. This is the Osmo 3 or something.
and what do they run usually?
Like $399.
Okay.
Here's my thing. When I'm videoing or putting something on YouTube, it's straight up just for fun. If I got to get into it in that kind of depth, that's going to take the fun out of it for me.
It kind of does. So I think somebody else, Ray commented about why he doesn't like film while riding. So I am already like a super high anxiety person, like way high anxiety person. But by the time I get my camera gear on my bike, my helmet, everything else on and get the bike going, I'm already like level here of agitation and stress and anxiety. Is my GoPro going to fall off my helmet for the 4th time? Is it going to, like, it's just, it adds this whole layer of that by the time you take off, I'm already like frazzled, and then I take off and I'm looking at the GoPro. Is it still flashing? Is the light flashing? Is it even on? Am I talking to myself? Is all of this for nothing? And I'm like, this is bullshit. Why am I doing this?
So I got the DJI.
I know that I'm going to be doing a bunch of filming at Laconia, and I was hoping to get something that would make it a little, watchable.
This is the I think it's the 6 maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't see where it's got it on here, but it goes wherever you want. But it also comes with a tripod, so if I wanted to sit it down, hit the motion tracker.
Yeah, I
I
think
can
we
do
have the same one.
But this was only $100 on Amazon.
Oh, well,
It's
I
got the-
ordered
it's got the trigger and then all that stuff
2
too.
years ago. This one's about 2 years old. But yes, so Blue, if it is now only $100, it's totally worth it because I could literally go running with this, and you're not going to see any of that movement.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's like
I know that the stabilization works when I had it mounted like on my Dyna because that thing vibrates like a son of a bitch. So the stabilization that's in the camera works really well with that. But me walking around is a completely different story.
Blue.
And here's another thing. I do not use it with the DJI app. Some people film through the DJI app. I refuse to because it requires connectivity. I just use it on my camera, like just my regular. I just hit my regular camera and film because I hate the DJI app. You use it, Tweedledee? You film through it?
I have used it just because of motion tracking.
Oh,
That's the only way you can do motion tracking. But Blue, this is what I use. This is just that Rick Rack, like 6 or 8 inch extension. I'll just hold the GoPro like that when I use the GoPro.
Here, I got the little.
But I'm getting away from the GoPros and trying to just use my cell phone and my Insta360.
yeah. I have a feeling. So I didn't even realize until I was playing with this in setup mode today that it films just front or back. Like you could isolate it to the front, the back, and do a 360. I was like, whoa. So if the quality is as good as the GoPro, then I might not. I'll just use the GoPros mounted on the trucks and not even.
This is one thing I've noticed. Even if you use just one of the cameras, that still kind of has a dome effect, but you can get rid of that in the editing software.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is a GoPro thing too, right? And it's a little handle you can use, but it's also
that's the handy.
It's also a tripod.
That is not the handy.
Yeah, but you could still use that as the same as I was like, I'm not spending no more money on this crap. I got this extension because I used to put the clamp on here.
Well, like I was saying earlier, though, when I start, shaking, even using this, you could see it in the.
Yeah.
You see how small this is, right? This is the gimbal.
I wouldn't brag about that.
Hey, it's the gimbal.
Well, you're the one calling it a handy.
I know, it's called a shorty.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to jump off. It's getting close to my bedtime. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning.
Good night, DDK.
Good night, DDK. Good talking to you.
Yeah, I agree, Tweedle. Like this one is the most compact. I don't know. Maybe I just need to do a software update because literally it'll go from being, with the phone and level and it'll just go, whoop, it'll just flop. And
That's
I'm like,
not good.
hell is
Does it
that?
still have the power on?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because you're not using the DJI app.
It's probably.
So
But that required, so if you're, the reason I stopped doing that is because when we would go just outside of any sort of internet connectivity, so when we were out on the boat and we lost internet connectivity, then it didn't work. Like I was not able to even use it because I guess the DJI app needed internet connectivity for it to work. So that's why I got out of the habit of it. Now, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem as long as I was at a rally and there was enough. I did experience some lag when we were on Main Street in Daytona because there were so many people using.
That's
internet.
everywhere in Daytona during Bike Week.
That was everywhere in Florida when I was I couldn't get service for crap or data either.
Well, at the Cackleberry, between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8:30 a.m., I had perfect cell service. After that, none.
Yeah.
I could receive phone calls. I couldn't make phone calls. I couldn't even check my Facebook status.
Yeah.
It was single.
So yeah, you're quick. That's
Mrs.
good.
Summer, I wanted to address something you said earlier about the anxiety of setting up the camera gear and your helmet and everything to go out and do an on the bike vlog. As somebody who's done that close to 500 times now, it gets a lot easier. And I have the Insta360 bullet time selfie stick, which I mount on my handlebars with their motorcycle kit, which is a double ball arm with a clamp.
Got it.
The clamp stays on the bike.
Okay.
Well, I'm not using that.
Okay.
It's an actual clamp that clamps onto my handlebars. So I use this setup because this goes in the house. It's just my Hero 9 with a max lens mod and blue. If you want, that's the clamp.
Yeah, we were talking about that not too long ago.
Blue, if you want excellent stability, get a max lens mod and put it on your Hero 9, 10, or 11.
Will that work with the
ND
Mo-
filters?
no, the that thing?
The media mod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's a Hero 10, and it's in a media mod
Oh, okay.
with the let's see if I can get it in the light here. There's
Yep.
the max lens mod and the media mod together.
Okay.
And I know the lighting is not so great today.
No, but I see it.
See, I never bought the media mod. I just bought one of those torpedo mics that I sit right here.
Yeah, I got
plug
one of them.
Um, Right. That's great off bike, but on bike,
No.
probably
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a media mod don't work for crap on a bike either.
right. That's why I have a
It works for
I have
me.
a microphone in my helmet.
Yeah, that me
See,
too.
What I'm about to do with this Road Glide is they actually have, if you're interested in Miss Thumper, let me know. I got the link in my Amazon, but they have a mic specifically for the Insta 360 X2. I think it might work for the X3 also. It's a USB-C, so you can plug it into the side of your 360 camera.
Okay.
Insta 360. And like, well, mine, I'm actually got the rickrack mount is going to take a place of a screw hole in the windshield. So I'll just screw mine down and then plug it in the side. And I'm going to try to run it down and stick it underneath the radio to see how that mic picks up.
Right.
But if you're wearing a full face helmet, the cable's like 5 foot long. So you
Okay.
could just pull it in and clip it under your
Yeah.
helmet. And just, I mean, you might see the cable flopping, but I mean, who cares about that,
I
right?
have the cable installed in my and the mic installed in my helmet, kind of like John does. And I
So-
use the media mod to plug it in and do it.
Yeah, I
that
got a
way.
mic in my helmet too, but I'm trying to get away from that.
Well,
So I wanted to
so
show
have-
this. The GoPro mount up here on the helmet. Let's see. There we go.
Yeah.
And then I have a purple Panda with like a 9-foot cable, and
Okay.
I use gaffer's tape to hold it and bundle it up and keep it hidden. And then
Mhm.
the wire just sticks out. So I've got my helmet side mounted on the camera, and the media mod has a port on the back for USB. So I just take it off the helmet, bring it in the house, download footage. When I want to go
Yep.
ride, it just slots into the slot, plug in the mic, and I'm good to go vlog. If I want the second camera, I just screw this onto the bike. It's already set up. It takes me less than 2 minutes to get started up because I have a remote that's mounted on my bike. So I turn the cameras on, turn the mic remote on, and I'm off to the races.
I've
And
watched
unless
that
the-
video.
Unless the camera
Hey,
screws up,
I
I'm
tell you
ace.
what, though.
If
Every
you want
time
to see it in detail, I did a video. I put it out a couple of weeks ago, I think. Always
Yeah,
get
I
the
think I
shot or
watched it.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, look, that's been outside of a GoPro screwing up and disconnecting because the 9 likes to disconnect from the remote sometimes, but it's easily grabbable.
Mhm.
Other than that, I know when I get home, I've got the right audio, the right video, everything's worked.
The only problem.
This is the one I hooked to my helmet.
Uh,
The
And then I got a
problem-
7 that I put on my bars, but I'm getting away from both of those and using just the 360.
I don't have so much of a problem getting mounting up like you, John. My problem comes to when I go to aim it. When I go to aim everything, it seems like it takes.
Right. So regarding that, on my Harley helmet, there is a little grommet here. And when my camera is in the right angle, it's butting up against this little grommet on the helmet. Let's see if I can, I can't show it much better, but it's right there by the H. And as soon as the camera touches that at an angle, I know it's at the right angle for doing my forward view.
Hmm.
And then you can see with the Hero 9, it's got a front screen, so you can see what's in frame and what's not.
Yeah, yeah.
So has anyone of y'all done where I've got to wire my helmet with another microphone to hear him come through our comm system? Because y'all just think I'm talking to myself.
What comm system?
Cardo.
Okay, this is how you got to do the Cardo. I played around with it and figured it out. So if you get a splitter and
You mean like
split-
this?
Yep. one of those. Make sure they both have mics on them though,
Yeah.
because they have one that says mic, one that says a speaker.
Okay.
You gotta get the one that has both mics because I screwed up, and that's how I know.
Can you put that in your Amazon shop?
I think I might have got it on Amazon. I'll look.
All right.
What you do is you actually get a speaker and plug. You put a splitter in up here, so you can hook your speakers into it, and then you can hook an external speaker up to it, and you can run a actual like earbud, just a single earbud. You can run it up and stick it right there on the mic and do it that way, or you can actually run a mic back to the speaker with a dual mic setup, but then you got that right by your ear, so it's kind of uncomfortable. But if you actually use a splitter and run an external, just a single earbud all the way up to the mic and stick it right there in front of the mic, you would hear everything that comes through your speakers would be on your video.
Yeah.
So if you play music, it's going to be on your video.
Yeah, he does. I think he does.
You
shouldn't hear his music.
Okay, good.
What's your answer for a Senna?
Never dealt with a Senna.
Can I answer this one? It's funny. I just tested this a few weeks ago. I called a friend of mine thousands of miles away and talked to him, and I recorded his audio by taping a second mic over the right ear in my Sena, over the right speaker, and I taped it up high so it wasn't touching my ear directly, and then I just gaffer taped the wire down the back of the helmet and then ran it to that splitter I showed earlier. This is the mic and splitter, and it takes 2 mic inputs and 1 mic output, and it recorded beautifully. So I have a video coming out on that. I just need to edit it, but it was a very simple setup that got great results.
Yeah, because if you run the earbud to the mic, you'll have to play with it, but you can get pretty good quality out of it.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like it's a speaker.
I use 2 of the same microphones, so they're at the same levels and same quality, and then they came out just perfect. I could hear me, I could hear him, and it was aces all the way across the board. And it didn't sound like I was recording a speaker. It sounded to me like I was recording from the communicator.
Yeah. So you either buy an earbud and the splitter for 2 speakers, or you buy the splitter for 2 mics and another mic.
Yep. And I already had a second mic, so it wasn't hard.
I don't know which way would be cheaper.
She has mics for days.
Well, so yeah.
You have one of these?
No, I wanted to order the Rode. That would probably work better.
You got to get the Rode. The Rode's awesome.
Yep. And, and that's more stuff for you to hoard onto.
Yeah. But hey, it comes in a nice fancy little case.
Oh, that drives me crazy too, because everything comes with a fancy little case. And then I'm like, which case am I supposed to use?
Now, the question, John, is do you have the wireless charger for the Rode?
No. I plug it into my computer once a month.
I have the wireless charger. It's got a battery in it. So I plug the Rodes in it, charges it, done.
That's nice. I don't have one of those, but the transmitter and receiver for the Rode both fit in their little case with a little wire dangling out. And so I just toss this in my tour pack. And if I get into a sticky wicket where I need it, I've got it.
So let me ask you this. How does that go? Is it a USB-C or is it like a 3.5 millimeter on the receiver side?
3.5.
Okay, so if you hook that up to an Insta360, you'd have to have their mic adapter.
Right. It plugs directly into the media mod over here.
John,
does it pick up any electrical interference from the bike?
No.
I can see, Doc.
I was asking because I'd bought a cheaper wireless one and I was using that for like my installs. I'd put it on and do it that way and it was fine. But if I tried it on the bike.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice.
This is for the Rode, and it's got a nice power button here. You turn it on. It tells you how much battery charge is in here.
Oh,
and it charges your wireless mics for you. So when you're traveling, you're on the road or something, you only have so many power outlets. You can still charge your wireless mic off of this.
Hey, did I tell y'all I have enough guns to arm a militia?
As I pick up my phone and open Amazon and
And
type
y'all
in
are just
road.
showing all types of more shit that I'm gonna have on this damn table. Stop. Give a fucker a break.
Hey, she's
And
got to
then, you
have
know,
her hobbies too.
Right?
I got the Rode Wireless too. You definitely need one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
How
have
much are
the.
those?
It's
I just have
okay.
the wireless
Thumper's
go with.
smoke poke business. He's got plenty of money.
No, for me. I'm asking for me. How
The
much?
Chew is the one that's got the meter on it, right?
They both have meters on them. Mine
Well,
has
then
a
what-
meter on it.
What's the difference between the 1 and the 2?
2 transmitters versus 1 transmitter. So I have 1 transmitter, 1 receiver,
Oh,
and he's got 2 transmitters, 1 receiver.
yeah.
Yep.
And if I recall, it records 1 on the left channel and 1 on the right.
Yes, but I could also set it up to be a single, so you'll have left and right channel on one mic. And what's nice is if you're out somewhere and you're interviewing somebody, you could give them the second mic, they could clip it on, and now you have such clear audio throughout the whole thing. They're not 3 feet away, and that's getting muffled or at a lower volume.
Yeah, that's awesome. I tell you what, I used the Rode Wireless with my second Purple Panda. I mic'd up the neighbor lady when we went for our ride, and then I put the Rode receiver on a Hero 8 and hung it off the front of her Yamaha, and then I put the transmitter clip. She clipped it on her own jacket. I didn't nothing untoward here, and that way it picked up the Hero 8 and her audio, what she was saying on her bike, and then on my bike I had the 9 and 10 and my helmet camera and my helmet microphone setup. It was a bitch to edit.
I bet. Y'all did the clap thing.
Can you use one of those on the road too?
I haven't used one of those.
You know, like if you're doing an interview with somebody.
Now, this is what I use for an in-helmet microphone.
It's Dexter.
Yeah.
Dr. Thumper has one of those too. Yeah.
That
Ray,
might
that ain't
kill
great,
you.
man.
Did it come wrapped in plastic?
It clips on behind your head, around your ears.
Did you buy
Put
it
your
in
helmet
Florida?
on, it's fine.
I
You got a
assume
long
it'll.
enough thing, that I plug it into the back of the GoPro, or I put the mic adapter on the Insta360, and I just plug it into that. It works fine. They give you a dead cat with it. It works
We
fine.
don't need any more animals.
I assume as long as this has a 3.5 on it, it'll work okay with a road.
Yeah.
If it's got the right connector, some are TRS, some are TRRS. That's 2 rings or 3.
Yeah.
Like a GoPro only takes 2 rings. Otherwise,
Yeah,
the
this-
mic won't work.
It's just his. What about the road?
The Rode is TRS. It's 2 rings.
Yeah. Okay. That's what this is. That's what this is. I have
Hey, Miss
one
Thumper, I
mic.
sent you that mic. Oh, she just left. Never mind.
I
She's
mean,
right there.
I'm just filling
Hey, I
up.
just sent you the thing for that microphone.
Is she getting Thumper's dinner?
It's the 360. And Blue, I just sent you the
Dog bowl.
link to the gimbal that I got
Here, babe, you need some water?
Where did you send it?
to your Instagram.
Okay. Thank you.
This is a gimbal I have for the GoPro. And it's nice because it will, you got the button, you could, move it around, or you could just, freestyle it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what
And-
brand?
What brand is this? Nikki. It's the Falcon Plus.
And would that run?
I don't remember. I could look it up for you on my Amazon account.
It doesn't run. It has no legs.
Point taken.
Mrs. Thumper, you say I have a lot of jokes. Yeah, you know where I keep all my jokes? Because they're all dad jokes. I keep them in a database.
I shouldn't have laughed at that. I really shouldn't have.
No, you
But-
shouldn't. I'm going to get put in timeout.
You
Probably.
could wirelessly attach that to your GoPro. and you can also use it as a second or backup battery to your GoPro.
Oh.
Nice.
I
Well,
have to get into the habit of using the gimbal more.
If you send me a link, I'd appreciate it.
This one I just
Absolutely.
saw, and it is not a it's not a gimbal, but it was part of their new creator pack combo. So it comes with, I had already bought this part individually, but when I bought an 11, they had an option to buy the GoPro,
creator pack.
the creator pack, and then this whole, I don't remember how it comes out, but
That's the
Don't you,
Volta.
don't you have to be? Don't you have to be like Doc at least monetized before you're a creator? So
No.
why are you buying
No.
creator packs?
but it lets it charges, so the stick is an additional battery.
It's
pack.
just a name so that I have to pay more for it.
Hush. So
Yeah, that's the Volta.
I agree with Mr. Thumper.
well,
I have
I
something.
wanted something that was a backup for like when you're spending 2 or 3 hours on Main Street filming nothing but people driving by. It's not.
Oh, I
using
got
a
a
cell phone.
battery pack about yay big that will charge 5 different things at one time. Just plug in the cables.
This is similar
USB
to
cable.
what you got, I
Can you
believe,
link to that too?
Mrs. Thumper. I think this is similar to what you're talking about. You got something like
Yeah.
that, and then it does that too.
Yeah, just that. This one's a whole battery pack. That's what this section right here.
Yeah,
is.
this is not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a Volta.
That's what the
All right.
Volt is. Okay. They just
Yeah, the
call
Volta.
it
It's part
Hero
of the creator
11.
pack.
Like you got it all in one with an 11.
Yeah. Yeah, they
So
came out with
Blue,
that.
Look at your Instagram. I sent you the link to that gimbal. I also
Okay.
sent it to the Thumpers. I don't know if you wanted it. If anybody else wants a link to that
You
gimbal,
pulled
let
it
me
out.
know.
No, I didn't know how it goes back in.
Say that again, Doc.
I sent you a link to that gimbal on Instagram.
Right,
It's $130.
No, that's not bad.
but you said something after that.
That I sent it to the Thumpers as well.
Yeah, just more shit she can buy and hoard and
Good for her.
But you said something about letting you know if we get one or go to get one or something. I thought I
No.
heard you. Oh, I thought that's what I heard. Sorry.
no, he doesn't care if you get one. You waste your money, go ahead. She's gonna waste my money, guaranteed.
Was that on? Was that on
Amazon.
Amazon? Okay.
Yeah, the link's in your Instagram.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Look, she's taking pictures of it.
Screenshotting just so in case, just so if I don't have internet access, I can. Just don't ask.
If you ain't got internet
You can't
access,
order it
you
on
can
Amazon
look at
without
it.
internet.
She's gonna
I think-
send Jeff Bezos a message, through the USPS.
Yes.
Anybody got?
No, I take screenshots of everything because I save them. This is the only part of my life that I'm organized in is that I have albums.
Anybody
Money.
got
That's
one
the
of
only
these?
part of her life she's organized in is when she's spending money.
I have albums
What is that, Blue?
of stuff that I may need to
That's the
reference.
light for the GoPro. I have one.
I don't have any lights.
Oh yeah.
I got ring lights that I use when I do installs, but
Yeah, I got that same little one. It came
So-
with that creator pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Tweedle, the big question is, you stopped using your studio, huh?
well, it's because I've been half-ass packing for this trip.
Oh, okay.
I had pulled my laptop out of the
I feel
studio and brought it here into the bedroom.
How much shit you got to pack? How long you gonna be here?
God, probably 2.5 weeks, easy.
You don't listen. When he went to Daytona for Bike Week, he was there for what, 2 months?
Wow.
Nah, it's about 3 weeks. A little over
For
3
Bike
weeks.
Week.
You're thinking of Noggin's bike was there for 2 months.
Yeah.
It was there for longer than that. He left it what, October? Well, March. And
March.
he just got it back.
How are we not?
Well, see, I got to get,
Or am I on my account?
after I get the money, I got to go pay off my bike, pick up that title, and then either haul butt down to Florida that day or go the next day.
Gotta go that day.
Then the day after I get there, I'm going to pick up the bike and going straight to J&P. And then depending on what day of the week it is, I know they was wanting to go with me to Suspension Technologies, but I
Yeah, I
don't
gotta
know if I'm gonna
go.
make it when they go.
So my bag guards that I put on,
They're too low.
if I lean over, I scrub. I got to go get 1 inch longer shocks put on.
What'd you get?
I got 11 inches because the bike had 1 inch lowering blocks on it. So I put the 11-inch shocks on it, and I got to go back to the 12 because my bag guards, I laid into a corner and
So your swing arm's hitting the front bag guard.
no, the bag guard's hitting the fucking ground.
Oh,
I'm scrubbing hard parts.
It's not even
Well,
like
what you got to do to keep that from happening is have
Yeah,
a wider chicken strip.
A what?
A wider chicken strip.
That's what I do.
I'm gonna lay in a corner as much as I need to. I don't lean. I lean the bike into the corner as much as it needs to,
he's the weirdest rider
and
ever.
it scrubs the
no, it
back.
ain't. I do the same thing. I lean my bike under me. I don't lean with the bike.
Yeah,
Isn't that
That's
a good way
why
to
my
high
chicken
side?
strips are all the way at the edge of the tire.
I guess I do both because I move my butt off. Well, no, that's sport bike. I don't lean shit off. The
Yeah, I
sports
don't lean like
I
you do on a
still
sport bike. And I don't lean the whole bike either. I sling the bike under me and then pull it back up.
I am
you're
It's
still
way easier.
steering the bike.
Yeah, but the power blunt, you hit hard parts faster doing it that way.
Yeah.
So I got to go back up the inch so that I can continue to ride the way I ride, because like a corner that most people take at 30, I will take it 45, 50, but I'm not leaning like they are. I push the bike down into the corner and bring it back up with the throttle. Like when we used to ride the sport bikes, I used to tell people, do not follow my line unless you can ride like I ride, because it doesn't look like I'm moving, but the bike goes into the corners
It
effortlessly.
stays in the same track the whole time, right?
So, Thumper, the easiest solution for that is front and rear air ride.
No.
So when you're riding, you could pick it up as much as you want, and then when you
Air
park,
rides
you-
for semis.
I have
It's
a
the
dumb
C10
question.
trucks.
You know what you could do? Well, you already bought the bag guards. I have that fear that I'm going to do that, and I don't want to put money into crash bars that I'm just going to grind on the ground. So I'm going with the Centuro, not your daddy's crash bars.
Yeah, just
And
the
I'm getting
sticks.
the wheel. I'm getting the wheel adapters for the lower ends, and I'm going to actually put skateboard wheels on it. I know I'm going to catch all kinds of hell on it, but that's what they're for. I'd rather tear up a
especially when there's no
skateboard wheel
marks
in a
on those
turn
skateboard
versus
wheels.
my ball. Have the.
I'm always afraid I'm going to hit the floorboards.
You'll scrub hard parts before the floorboard scrub.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like you'll scrub your bags. That's why you see on the newer bikes, they're putting these metal skin guards on the corners of the bags.
Yep.
They're just like little ovals.
Well, mine aren't little
got that.
ovals, but yeah, it came with it.
Yeah,
I got metal plates like this long that came
Right.
on my bike.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you'll scrub them long before you scrub your floorboards.
But see,
Really?
the
That's checkpoint.
STs though, they have 13-inch shocks on them
Yeah.
and shorter
Well, that's-
bags, so it's going
That's
to be
what
harder.
her,
to-
that's what her Sportster has on it now.
Yeah.
Because I was literally the whole underside of my black pipes is just raw metal now because I scrape every time I turn right.
Yeah, she has the Samson shotguns. Is it Samson or S&S? Samson.
No, they're Vance and Hines.
Vance and Hines shotguns on her
They're
Sportster.
horrible.
And
So if
she-
anybody has a 2-1 for a sporty that they want to part with, or somebody, and I hate them stupid Vance and Hines. But anyway,
I have a 2-1 for a lowrider ST.
They got some up at
Might not
JP
fit.
Cycles. They're Bassani.
When I'm riding the Dyna, I've scraped my boots several times, and that thing's got forward pegs.
yeah.
And
yeah, but your heels hang down low. You know what I'm saying? On forward controls, you've got your heel in that.
Yeah.
They're up like
Right, this is
this.
the
Your
peg.
heel
Here's your
hanging
foot.
down,
It's
so
down.
You will scrub your, because the front of the bike will dive in more in a corner. That's why you change the front suspension over any suspension is because the front of the bike dives into the corner.
Yeah.
If Harley would get it figured out and invert their forks, they would ride so much better.
I tapped my front brake going into there to collapse the front end to hold the traction on the front wheel.
Yeah,
it's called weight transition, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
you don't tap it hard. I mean, you barely touch it, but it'll
just add a little bit.
Come down.
The one thing that I've noticed is the fact that after riding that Dyna and taking it into, some corners pretty hard, boot scraping and all or not, that Street Glide handles way better than that Dyna. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
It rides more comfortable, so you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, but I'm going down around corners like at least 10, 15 miles an hour faster than I was on that Dyna.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm afraid.
Wait, you put a real suspension on that bike.
Yeah,
no, totally
that
different
too.
geometry too.
And then I'm always afraid that, you know what, one of these days I'm going to get into it too much just to see how far I can go. And I'll be scraping something, but I don't know what.
Yeah, no,
that's
it's
what I'm worried about.
Can I ask a dumb question? Everywhere I've seen and read, they all say when you're going through a corner, you lean first and then lean the bike because the lean angle, you can high side if you lean the bike over more at speed, not at slow speed, but at high speed. If you lean the bike over more, you have more of a chance to high side.
Okay. I never thought nothing about it. I'd been questioned on it. It's just the way I rode. But if you go on Traveling Tall's channel and go through, he goes to a actual bagger racing school. And they even say it there to lean the bike under you. Because your center of gravity, you're just leaning the bike, so you're actually putting more weight on the tire to stick to the road.
When you
leaning with it where it's going to scrape off the road.
When you say leaning the bike under you, are you referring to the handlebar, using the handlebars?
Like you're sitting like this, right? Your body stays straight and you move the bike.
But
from your hips up, stay like your normal riding position. Your hips down are actually leaned with the bike.
But to make the bike lean, I'm pushing down and out on the opposite.
So you're counter steering, you're pushing forward.
It's the push and pull. What you're talking about is the push and pull. Next time you're on your bike, literally take your left foot and push down on your peg and watch what the bike does. It kind of jars over. Do it with your right foot. Push down on your floorboard or your peg and watch the bike lean over a little bit. So when you go into a corner, say you're making a left turn, you're going to push down with your left foot and push out with your right arm and watch the bike dip directly under you. And then how you straighten that up is you get into the throttle and ease out of the push on your left arm.
So it's a combination of both me steering.
I only use my hands when I do it. I just sling it all upper body. I don't put any weight on my
anytime you road race, like on a track or anything like that, that's what you're going to do. If you go to any type of motor, like the police motor rad trainings, they're going to teach you at slow speeds the exact same maneuvers you need to use at high speeds. Because if you can operate a bike at slow speeds, you can damn sure operate that bike at high speed.
And I've been practicing, like.
And the inverse is not true.
Stops
I
and
can handle it
starts.
high speed just fine, but not the slow speed stuff.
Stops, starts, U-turns.
Slow speed is the hardest to actually master.
When I sling my bike into a turn and I'm leaned over, I'm actually pushing forward. So like if I'm going left, I'll actually push a little bit with my left hand, put a little resistance on it to make that front tire kind of do like this. Counter steer.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you will stay in your track and you will go about 15, 20 miles faster through the turn.
No, but you're saying use both your hands and your feet, right?
I do, but I'm used to racing.
He does. Yeah, I don't. I use my upper body.
Just the best.
That's the way I feel comfortable
in
doing
a corner. Sounds to me like what you just said, using your foot and your hand. Hand.
Look, just you can use your hands, do like Tweedle does, and just push out with the corner and throw the
What?
bike under you versus you leaning into the
Yeah,
curve.
that's what I
Because
do
you-
anyway.
Because if you lean into the curve, you actually can get sight fixation. So if you're looking at the exit of your corner and you're leaning into it, you could actually get sight fixation to where you over or undershoot that corner. If you're actually dipping the bike into you and you're standing upright, it's no different than you going straight. You don't have sight fixation. You're looking at everything you want to see anyway.
Right.
And your suspension's preloaded.
And your suspension preloads, but you don't have to hit your front brakes to
Yeah,
suspend your.
Yeah,
because-
I mean, you don't. It depends. I take turns way faster than normal people, and that's the only reason I bump the front brake. And you don't hit it hard. I mean, you just barely.
No,
put
no, you
fingers,
just feather
know,
into it to where it loads down.
just for it to come down a little bit. Then I'm laying after I hit that brake. I'm rolling my throttle back and I'm counter steering as I'm pushing through that corner. And when I hit the apex, I lay into it harder and I launch out like a rocket.
Well, I don't do the brakes, but I do the steering.
You don't have to.
I
Do
don't
what's comfortable to
personally
you.
lean one way or the other, but I make the bike do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So next time you're riding, just push down on your feet and see how the bike reacts. And then actually, as you go into a corner, push down on the bike and see how it reacts for you. You may find that you like that. I'm just used to it using my feet because like the other night I said, I ride without my hands a lot.
Yeah.
So Tweedle, here's a question from Goma for you. Because I'm going to show my stupidity here. But if you put the wheels on your bars for protection, I get that. But that possibly would cause you to lose contact with the tire, like I see, like a seesaw.
Yeah, he's talking about the wheels hitting and lifting the bike rolling like that. But if you go that far,
You're gone
when
anyways.
I lean it, I'm not going to be dipping it so far down where the bars are actually going to grind into the pavement or
So-
like the wheels would hit and stay.
Right. So
They're
what he's
there
talking
for
about is when they
shock.
scrub hard parts. What he's talking about is like on the Dragon or something that's got to switch back and they scrub hard parts and the hard part actually catches enough that it lifts the rear wheel. So you lose traction and there you go. If he goes that far, he's already gone anyways.
Yep.
Yeah. The wheel is just basically to tell him that's as far as he can lean it and not fuck up shit.
That, and I think they kind of look cool on it too.
They look cool on the performance baggers and shit
Well,
like that.
I mean, that's what I'm going to have is
Yeah.
pretty much a performance bagger, but I'm actually, because Santoro, they call them Cadillac wheels. And you remember the skateboards in like the 60s and 70s, how they had like the clear color wheels? They call them Cadillac wheels.
Mhm.
I'm not going with those. I'm actually going with like 60 millimeter, like either slime balls or rocket airs or the Powell's bones. So I have the Powell Peralta with the skeleton around them. I
Yeah.
found those in black, and I'm thinking about going with those. And I just put like Swiss bearings in them and
Yeah.
let it eat.
They make going back to skateboard days, they make ceramic bearings for them that fucking just roll so smooth. That would be cool as shit, but they'd literally be sitting there spinning from the air,
Yeah.
just hitting them. But yeah, like the old, here we are showing our age again. The four skate roller skates. Remember, they had the thicker ones that had the round ends at the end. That would be badass too if you could find some of them in different colors or black or whatever. Because
I hadn't decided what color I want to go with. They don't make bronze color looking skateboard wheels, so it's either
Go
going to be
pink,
black or bright
Tweedle.
neon.
Go pink, Tweedle.
I've been thinking about it.
If someone breaks your balls about it, say it's for breast cancer awareness.
There you
So,
go.
Somebody busts my balls is because they don't know what they're used for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if I bump the wheels, I'm gonna be using my upper body to pull the bike back up enough to make it through and keep going.
I gotta say, this has been highly educational.
Different styles for everybody.
Yep.
But
just what you feel
Ride your
comfortable
ride,
with.
enjoy your ride, and you know what? If you don't learn something new on your bike each day, get out there and ride it till you learn something new.
I will say this: don't use that technique that me and Thumper do, just going out and say you got a turn that you always take at 15 miles an hour leaning. Don't go and try the technique going 25 or 30 miles an hour. Go at 15.
Yeah.
Try to stay in
Yeah,
your
I
track,
get it.
and next time you go through, bump it up a couple miles and keep. And next thing you know, you're going to be running like 20 miles through the curve faster than you used to. But you got to do it to
Well, like
your
I said,
comfort
it
zone.
seems like this bike, the bagger seems to handle better than the Dyna.
You don't know what's coming.
What do you mean?
You don't know how much better your bike's about to handle when you get the suspension technology.
Oh, yeah. I can hardly wait because that front end is horrible. Oh my God.
That's why I'm changing on all.
I'm glad I called him back and said, you know what? Let's do all four, because there was one day I was going down the road and all I could hear is bang, bang in the front end, and I'm going, that ain't right. That is not right. And I got to do something with that too.
That's
not
because you're
just the
hitting those
back.
New York size potholes.
Yeah. Huh. You
That
think
you
New
can
York's
bury an
bad?
18-wheeler in.
You think New York's bad? You should see him in Indiana. Indianapolis, Indiana. Oh my God, they're horrific. They're like the size of freaking craters.
Yeah, we call those sinkholes.
Yeah.
HD Traveler's been doing that same technique that I use in the turns, and he's noticed. He says the same thing: practice, practice, practice.
Yep.
Don't exceed your limit straight off the bat. Do
What
it
does
at
he
normal
ride,
speed
by the
limit.
way?
You'll
I
hold your
forget.
track, then you can
Broken.
progressively speed up.
Oh, okay.
Or you do like me now. I don't do that shit, and I dressed my bike up as a Vikla, a Cholo, 18-inch bars, got all the bag guards
So
on
now he
it,
can
all
only
the
ride
big floor.
I like that other.
What the hell ever.
I like that other exhaust you put on though.
But like my bike's not meant to go fast. I'm meant to be look at. I'm just pretty going down the road now.
Only if she's riding with you.
Those pipes that you had on it, they're better in chrome, but in black, I'm not real big on them.
The fishtails?
I like the
fishtails.
And
I didn't like them in the black.
Yeah, well, Ray will have them in the black. I'm giving them to Ray.
Well,
oh yeah.
And I actually like the pipes without the bags on it. I like that look, that whole like Vikla Cholo look. I love it where you see the whole entire chrome fishtail with no bags. That's
Yeah.
cool.
But that's
Like
all
a heritage.
soft tails. She's talking about soft tails. They don't have bags like the deluxes, the heritages, where you have a nice swing arm. You can put the chrome swing arm on it and the little chrome nut covers on the back, and it looks good. Versus a damn Road King that comes with bags. The shocks are stuck out.
I'm just saying.
Well, I
I
mean,
like chrome fish.
Well,
pipe.
my
I agree
Dyna's
with her. If I
soft
was going to
tip.
build a Vikla, which one day I will, I would probably use a Heritage.
Yeah,
because I
I
like
would
it.
use it for what?
Vikla, I like it with no bags on. I just like that
Yeah.
slim line look.
Well, look, I had one in 2005. It wasn't called a Vikla because they didn't fucking exist, but I had a chromed out one. And then she was actually with me when I had the all chromed out.
What is that?
I literally stripped it down and had everything powder coated black and put it back together. So this time I was going to build that same bike, but I wanted the Road King. I wanted the ability to travel on it and be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't call it a Vikla. She calls it a Vikla because they've now created a name for that look. But it was just the old gangster style MC Club bike.
So
The Dyna I got's no soft tail, but it definitely doesn't have any bags on it.
So the question came up, Thumpers. So says they like your mirror bezels. What mirrors do you have on that?
I have the El Rey's gangster mirrors.
Those are
They're
nice.
from CMC.
I'll find a picture of them. Because I forgot to tell, I meant to tell somebody because someone asked, and that might have been who asked. And I even went and asked him who made them and what they were called. Thought I responded.
Yeah, no, we tell everybody
Try
that her
to.
name's Dina. It's fine. It's Denna, Dina.
Yeah, my mom didn't know how to spell.
But yeah, we just say Mr. and Mrs. Thumper because of the
His
Indian guy at the corner store next to my bail bond office. That's what he calls us.
he never.
But he
bothered
says
to
it in
learn.
Indian voice, which I cannot do. I am not even
Well,
going to try
thank
to
you,
do.
Mr. Thumper. Thank you. Come again.
That's
Yes,
exactly right.
exactly.
So yeah, but I am Thumper and she is Dina.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you are Thumper, and that's Mrs. Thumper.
Now, how did you get the name Thumper? Is that it? That's is
Oh,
that?
because he'll thump you if you do not pay your
I'm sorry?
dues.
My mom gave it to me.
Thumper. That's so. That's your actual name. Okay.
Well, no.
No, it's not my
It's a-
legal name, but it's my mom gave it to me as a name before I was even born. She called me it my whole life. She never used my first name.
So I actually had to tell Des last night because she was going to put us in contact with someone. She's like, "What are y'all's first names?" And I put Thumper and Dina. And she goes, "No, what is his government name?" And I was like, "Well, his government name is George, but he doesn't use that." And actually, he didn't even know that that was his real name until the first day of kindergarten.
See, I thought you were called Thumper because if someone didn't pay their bill, you just thumped them up.
Well, you know,
That's a good story.
through time, I have lived up to that name, but both
That's not a bad
physically
thing.
and mentally. But no,
I say
I
we
don't
stick
feel
to
bad.
that
People
story.
asked me my first name, and I said Tweedle, and they were like, "What's your last name?" I said D. Apparently, you didn't watch the video while I talked about it. You can go back and find it if you want to find out what my name is.
yeah.
If you guys knew what my
But
last
Tweedle
name
Dee,
was,
who's
you'd
Tweedle
be
Dum?
like,
I've been taking applications, but nobody sent any in yet.
if you knew my
I'm trying to find a blonde with some big old boobies that don't mind walking around in a bikini.
Well, then you wouldn't find him.
And
at
I'll
the
call her
Cackleberry.
Tweedle. I'll be Tweedle D, and she'll be Tweedle Double D.
Nice.
You wouldn't find her at the Cackleberry because they had double A's.
He'll
Kinda
be
like the
Tweedledee,
battery.
He'll be Tweedledee.
It was funny because at Myrtle Beach, this one chick came up. She goes, she seen my shirt. She goes, "Where's Tweedledum?" I said, "I'm taking applications. Are you interested?" Her boyfriend just lost it. It just slipped out. I wasn't paying attention, and I just let it flow. And after I said it, I was like, "Oh shit, man, my bad." And the dude was laughing. He said, "No, she'd be good role for that." I was like, "I'm good. I'm just playing."
I'm glad he had a
Oh,
sense
man.
of humor.
He was like, "Oops."
I'm trying to find a good picture of the mirrors that will show up.
They're called El Rays, ELRAY, and they're from CMC.
I don't know if you can see this, but they have this little, like,
Visor.
yeah,
Yeah, they're 4-inch round mirrors
with a visor.
with a visor. Yeah.
I like them. I saw them. I was like, "Oh, those are cool."
Yeah.
Next time I get them on, I gotta ask them about it. I always forget until
somebody else
like they
mentioned
had
it.
that. I like the Thumpers mirrors, the bezel. So I was like, "Yeah, I gotta ask about that."
Yeah, he spends hours looking up parts. Actually, before when we were in the process of selling the boat dealership, which took like 4 months, he was already working on his list of parts to buy for a bike that he didn't even own yet. Like that was his like stress relief at the end of every night. It's like dreaming about your future, dreaming about the way out.
What's wrong with that? I've been doing that for the past 30 days.
So Thumper's second happiest day of his life was selling the boat dealership.
Yep.
Y'all know
But when
what
you
the first
sold
one
it,
was.
when you sold the dealership, did you float the guys alone?
We did for part of it, yeah. We actually did. No pun intended. No, it's
No, but it was intended by John.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to be a smartass, but we did
actually
actually
did.
float them $250,000 to buy it from us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Make it happen. And
Oh, those look cool.
save on some taxes.
So, who was the first one you got a Happy Mother's Day from?
Oh, I don't know.
On the YouTube, on the
On YouTube. Oh,
on
okay.
on the community, I should say.
Probably Ray.
Oh,
I think Ray sent something out. He's
Yeah.
an early bird, so I get everything from Ray pretty early before I'm even awake.
I was gonna say he beat me to it then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you were second.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Ray gets up before the roosters get up.
I got
Right. That's what I'm saying. It would be hard to beat Ray at anything.
as
Now,
soon
if
as
I'm
I
up
got
drinking
up,
all night the night before, I could send it out before him.
as soon as I got up, I hit up you and Des.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I think, yep, you were at 9:01, and I think Ray was, I can't see it.
Yeah, but you were literally. We've been talking.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't know. It was before that because he also sent me that Dyna that's for sale. Like, I need another bike.
You
Oh,
do.
yeah, I got a Dyna for sale.
Oh, what year is yours?
16.
Oh,
The last year of the
Dump all that money into the street glide.
I need more money for that thing.
I might not be able to afford yours. It's too new.
Hey, don't feel bad. Even though I'm getting this
Nah.
loan and still doing all this stuff, I'm still trying to sell stuff just to buy more parts for it.
I'm not selling that bike. I was just kidding. That
I would.
was my first Harley Davidson. It's my first love. You have to pry that thing out of my cold, dead fingers before you take it, which I tell my son all the time. And he thinks he's gonna get it when I die, and I tell him, nope, that thing's going 6 feet under with me.
So then he gets a street glide.
So, Tweedle, are you going to get a turbo?
Me?
No, Tweedle.
Oh,
I ain't getting no turbo. Those things are no.
10
I
grand.
don't want to do more maintenance than riding.
10 grand for your size bike.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be doing maintenance pretty much all the time and less riding.
Yeah.
There's a limit where I've come to realize that stage 2 is the best place to stop at. Just throw them in it, get your horsepower out of it, and
yep. I want to do that with
you
the
could.
Dyna.
Here's another thing that I'm gonna do, which I think should be done, is I will eventually port and polish the heads, and
Yeah, but that's not that bad. That's
that'll probably be the last thing I actually do to the motor.
Well, I have a
I ain't doing none of
64
that shit.
millimeter intake manifold and throttle body.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what size is coming on mine.
55.
What you want for it? Damn you, Doc.
Well, I'll
Damn it,
tell you
boy.
what. I tell you what. If you were to buy that throttle body new, and this is less than 1,000 miles on that throttle body,
Oh, I know what they
Screaming
are.
Eagle is 500 and change.
Mm-hmm.
I have it listed for the throttle body and intake manifold for 500.
That ain't bad.
Nope, that's a steal actually, because you're looking at almost $800 to buy it new, and the intake manifolds are back ordered. Just saying. Tweedle's like, fuck you.
He's thinking.
Yeah, I got to talk to my builder first, make sure that's not already on the list.
Yeah. Because I guarantee you that plastic 55 millimeters going right in the garbage.
I'm pretty certain that it is, but I'm not 100% certain.
I kept one
I'll be
just so
right
I could show people come in. This is what's on your bike. Well, it's a Screaming Eagle motor. Yeah, it's a CVO. This is what's on your bike. And then when I show them, like, oh, wow. I'm like, yeah, it's garbage. You can do
See, that's another thing I've
55.
been looking at too. I've been noticing people like dimpling them like golf balls on the inside of the ports.
Really?
It's supposed to give more horsepower because you know how a golf ball flies better in the air. It's more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
It's, I guess, the same principle as more air, better airflow with the ripples from.
Well, to me, I think it creates more turbulence.
That's what I would think.
And turbulent air is not good, clean air.
Yeah, that's what I would think. But I've been doing, watching some videos on it, and they're actually getting bigger numbers. So I'm wondering if it's actually as turbulent as I would think.
Well, maybe I should call HPI and send back my intake to have them dimple it.
I would call and ask and see what they think.
Yeah.
That would be a good YouTube talking point.
So what? They actually dimple the inside of the intake?
Yep.
Huh. Never heard of that before.
Right there, right where the
You know how
intake manifold
tedious
goes
that's
in,
gotta be?
all dimpled.
Do you know how tedious that's got to be to get it uniform?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Don't look like it's an easy job.
No, I would not want to deal with that. Nope.
I'm sure it probably adds another $3,000 to the heads.
Oh, I'm sure. And the dollar to horsepower ratio is not really worth it at that point.
I don't know. I've been trying to catch people that's been doing it and seeing their opinions and what their dynos are. So
What's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
You got to remember,
My lap, but yours at the same time.
No, I
two
think
two dyno machines, same brand, same model, same everything.
Once
will
your
give you two
attention.
different numbers.
yeah.
Okay.
Or if they put a jack underneath the frame, and
Do they all think they're lapdogs?
he clearly does tonight.
This is
Damn.
new.
50-pound Australian lapdog.
Yeah, I see.
We're a sofa.
Is he or she?
He.
Oh, look at that.
Is the other? What is the other?
He's right here. He's mad. He's clawing me.
He's a he too. Okay.
Yeah. He's a he. Ow!
What are you doing?
he says, "I'm getting on camera.
Exactly.
It's
Oh,
the
he-
doggy show."
Oh, is he a service dog?
No, it's just his harness.
Oh,
Because he'll kill himself pulling on a collar.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's super strong. You wouldn't think he's as strong as he is.
oh yeah, those dogs are strong though. Have you ever had him herding?
Us.
He hurts me. And Yugi, he hurts Yugi away from me all the time. Okay, you're really heavy, buddy. Oh God.
Just
Louis,
be glad he's not a Newfoundland.
Huh?
Just be glad he's not a Newfoundland.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Them
I know
new guys
somebody's
used
got
to
a
breed them
Newfoundland. I said
freaking
to
dogs.
where does a dog that size sleep? You know what their answer was?
Anywhere they
Wherever
want
it
to.
wants to.
yeah.
Yeah, my
Louis-
daughter had bull mastiffs, and same question. Anywhere they want. And she had this one. I don't know what it was about him, but he was a leaner. So he'd come up, he'd stand next to you, look at you, just pet me, pet me, pet me. And if you didn't touch him, he'd lean into you.
Aw.
Then he'd lean a little harder, and he'd lean a little harder. The next thing you know, you're falling over because he's leaning so hard.
Aw.
I got a dog that sits on your foot to get attention.
Mm.
He's like, "You're now my person. Pet me."
Louis is a good boy. He was a pain in my arse for the first year. He's starting to calm down. But there is a reason why they call Aussies assholes, because they are the biggest asshole dogs ever.
When they're young. When they're young, they're super headstrong.
They can, yeah, I've heard they can be.
No, he is tremendously headstrong.
With
If
the
he
right
doesn't want to
training,
do
I
it,
guess.
we ain't doing it.
Dogs are great.
Yeah.
And what's the other?
A
what's the
dickhead.
breed?
The other one, it's a tweenie,
A dickhead.
a
Is he
chihuahua.
a purebred dickhead?
Yeah, purebred dickhead.
You say a Chiweenie?
I got her to curse.
Which is half Chihuahua, half what?
Dachshund.
Wiener dog.
Really, he's kind of big for that.
I know. I think they were wrong about that. I think he has hound in him, but
No, he doesn't.
he's mean as he is mean as hell. Like right
That big
now,
Chihuahua.
They're we love Chihuahuas. I've had 7 over my lifetime.
I've
And
had one.
his favorite was a little tiny teacup that he could hold in his hand.
I used to have a Pomeranian. It's probably about that big.
Aw.
And he was the best damn dog I ever. You want to talk about loyal? Holy crap, that dog was so freaking loyal.
Most of the little dogs are much more loyal than the big dogs.
But the funny part was, like, if you came over to visit and you went to leave,
get off me.
He legitimately would get pissed. He would have a fit if you were leaving.
Yeah, Louis.
He didn't mind when you came in or came over, but the minute you go to leave, forget it. He'd piss him right off.
Yeah. Louis will herd her.
Yeah. And
literally bite onto her arm, trying to pull her back in from the door when she leaves. He doesn't play that game with me.
Because he's like, good riddance. I got her all myself now.
Exactly.
And usually at 11:30, he starts becoming the biggest asshole because he's ready to go to bed. He's ready to relax. He feels like he's on duty and until we finally go to bed. So he's at his max aggravation level right now.
Yep.
It's nature taking its
Poor
course.
puppy.
No, he does. He forces us to go to bed.
Yeah. Because he wants to go to bed.
You're on his time.
I don't know where my dog is. She's somewhere around here.
Doc, you don't have
That's a good dog. A dog you don't even know where it's at.
It's a Doberman. It's the best dog in the world.
Border Collies, I feel, are super similar in personality and temperament
No,
to Aussies.
no. I had a border collie as a kid. They're very laid back, chill. They are nowhere near what
Thought they
an
were in
Aussie
the
is.
same
And
kind
they're
of.
smart as a tack.
They are very intelligent, but they are not. They don't have to work. Where an Australian Shepherd has to work.
He's the most neurotic dog. I mean, like he just can't let shit go. Like right now, he spins and he growls. He spins and he growls, and until I finally go to bed, he won't stop.
Doc, you don't have a dog, right? You just have the
No.
cat.
I have 2
So,
cats.
what you're saying is the dog's in charge of you, not you're in charge of the dog.
Absolutely. He does not understand how I made it through 45 years of life without him. Like he truly believes that the only reason why I exist on this planet is because he watches and takes care of me.
It's not a coyote, it's a raccoon.
Oh, that's what you got on your porch?
That's what I almost shot when I went out the door earlier.
And we're back to that.
It's on the porch right now. I got security cameras. I'm sitting there looking at it. I see its eyes glowing.
I'm gonna go to the bedroom so this dog will leave everybody alone.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Well, we're going to be ending this shortly. We have 10 people on right now, and that's 5 of us right here. So I'm probably going to end this shortly. And
Yeah, I'm about ready for
tomorrow
bed
is a work day.
Unfortunately,
What's
it
that?
is.
You know,
I don't
that's where I go to a
understand
place. I
what
sit at the desk for 8 hours. They play on
That sounds like it sucks.
solitaire, and they pay me a disgusting amount of money every week to do that.
What do you do for a living? I thought you were a tech.
I am a desktop technician tech for Fairfield University.
I don't know what that is.
I'm a computer guy.
And that's why he gets paid.
I get to sit and watch my machine run incredibly slowly for 8 hours.
What machine is that?
Bridgeport.
Oh, like a CNC machine.
Well, it's not a CNC, it's conventional, but yeah, they convert CNCs out of Bridgeports. Use conversational programming for them. This isn't like a full blown CNC, but I'm only cutting an 18 thousandths wide groove, 18 thousandths deep into a piece of Lexan 2 inches long.
For like furniture or something?
No, for a medical medical place. They make catheters and other parts for the medical field. And this is what I'm making is a template that they lay their wires down from, like a whatever you know, like the old Chinese finger grip.
The finger cuffs?
Yeah, yep. It's like kind of like that, except it's welded on one end, and then it's got a thing on the other end that makes it open and close. And they go in, they stick it into like an artery, and they use it to open it up and scrape the artery. They make
angio something or other.
Yeah, they make other stuff too, but anyway, they have to be cut a certain length, and the thing that I'm making is the template they use to cut them to length.
Nice.
Wow.
But like I said, the grooves are only 18,000. I don't know if you know how big that or small that is, but
It's about like this.
it's probably 2 pieces of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm using an end mill to do it, and the end mill is like if I hit the right spot, it'll just pink right off. And so I'm going to equal amounts of depth as I am width for the whole pass. And I got to run the spindle on a Bridgeport only runs so fast, so I got to feed it extremely slow. So each cut takes about an hour.
Damn. That sounds boring as hell.
It is.
Holy shit. Yeah, not me.
Luckily, it's not something I have to do all the time. Other times I get to do real stuff. Huh? But yeah, sometimes I get jobs like this, and it's like boring as shit.
I don't know what I would do for a job again.
Magic Mike.
Well, I've been doing it for 30 years. I don't know if I want to even try to look for another job, but I was talking to the wife about it, your wife about it, not too long ago, and I wouldn't mind turning a wrench again as long as I found some kind of satisfaction in it, and
That covers
like I was
the loose nuts and bolts.
Felt like I was accomplishing something, instead of
That's why I do it on my own, at my own schedule, in my garage. That's it.
Plus, like I was saying too, I'd like to get the hell out of New York State. This place sucks.
I was going to do anything else. It'd just be working on bikes on my own time.
Yeah. You could go move in with Tweedle D in Tennessee.
Hey, that you joke. That's where we want to go.
Good God Almighty.
Tennessee?
Yeah, in Tennessee, but not to work on no bikes unless my shit breaks down and I got to.
4 freaking raccoons out on my porch right now.
Yep. Tweedle's on Paw Patrol.
Get company, Tweedle.
No, I'm going to be putting some holes in something tonight.
Probably a wall.
No, it'd be the porch or a raccoon.
If you go over to the door, they all stand up and look at you, or they run away?
No, they hauled ass when I did it a few minutes ago.
That's funny.
They're probably pretty smart running, because I probably would have dropped a hammer. I don't know where my cat is. He's out whoring around somewhere. He usually keeps them ran off.
Cat.
Well, my cat's got in a fight with coyotes and all that and survived. I mean, I think he had one bite mark on him, but other than that, he healed up from it.
So
I hate to see how the coyote looked.
How old is your mountain lion?
Not a mountain lion, it's a bobcat.
Okay, bobcat.
2 years old? Nah, he's a hood cat. He kills everything he sees. I was just hoping those raccoons don't get under the house and start tearing up wires and ductwork and all that.
Yeah, I hear you.
You have a bobcat, Doctor?
I wish.
Skid steer loader.
Who
I
has
got an international skid steer loader over at my mom's, but it don't run.
No, I want the animal with the bobcat.
Well, come on down here. There's plenty of them around here. We can trap one for you.
And they're legal to have in Tennessee. They're not legal here in Connecticut.
Are skunks in Tennessee? Is it legal to have a skunk?
Why would you want a skunk?
Always wanted one.
He's a New Yorker.
Can't have them in New York.
They have
stock in tomato
the
juice.
size of chihuahuas.
Because I'll tell you what, if you had one defumigated in your house and somebody broke in, they'd run right back out just as fast as they came in.
Athena, come here. Whoa, don't sit on the computer. Sit up. Sit. Come on, girl. Sit
I'm
up.
camera shy, Dad.
See this right here. This here keeps people out my house.
Yep.
Even though she looks like a little weenie right now. They want you on the bed.
I have
Why are you growling at me?
that guarantees people stay out of my house, or if they enter my house, they don't leave my house.
Now, if somebody's caught back in here, they won't be leaving.
I've had my fair share of dogs, especially this last one I've gotten. I got him third in, and
I've never had a dog for protection.
Well, see, the funny thing with Dobermans, they're guard dogs anyways, but when it comes to people, say like you're married and you have a female Doberman, she's going to be more protective of the male in the house versus the female. But if you have a male Doberman, he's going to be more protective of the female versus the man of the house. So like if you had a male Doberman and you just sitting there playing like you hitting your wife, he would bite you. My girlfriend learned the hard way on that one.
I promise you, he'd only bite me once, and then he'd realize who was the meaner motherfucking dog in the house, and he'd just sit there and.
No, them dogs are crazy. They'll fight to the death.
Yeah, I had a Rottweiler with my first wife, and it bit me one time, and that was all it took to learn really quick that it would never bite me again.
so what did you do? Bite it back?
No, I punched that son bitch in the side of the head like a grown ass man.
Let go pretty quick too, didn't he?
I was just kidding, Thumper.
I promise you, I'm not. Dina had a damn English setter that was batshit crazy. And I went to get in bed one night and it literally went to attack me. And I just gave it a left hook clean out of the bed. The dog went soaring out of the bed with a whimper. And that dog never got near me again except to lick my hand. No. Look, you're going to attack me. I'm going to defend myself. I don't care what you are.
Oh, man. The dog we put down a month ago, when he was young, we figured out real quick he doesn't like car rides. So when he gets done with a car ride, just don't bother him, and he won't bite you. I learned that one the hard way. And then a year later, we were fostering a dog, and the dog went to come in the house, and they both went after each other. And I was like, oh, hell no. And I grabbed them both by the scruff of the neck. And that dog turned around like he was going to bite me, and he went, just checking, sir. I'll back off now. And I was like, that's right. You back the fuck off and just, we're good. And that dog was like, all right, I know my pecking order. I'm good. And he didn't bite nobody after that.
They learn very quick.
Yeah.
Who is in charge?
Yep.
Yeah, that Pomeranian had to learn at one time. But it only took one time. That was it.
Yeah, most smart dogs, it only takes one time. Tweedle might have a dumb dog and it might take twice. But I promise you, I hit you like a grown-ass man, that dog's going to realize really quick it don't want to fight.
Well, see, I've never smacked her. I mean, I popped her in the butt a couple times, but not hard or nothing, just enough to get her attention. But I had a zap collar that I trained her with because she was, when we got her, I guess she was like leash trained. So I had to put her on a leash because if she went right out that door without it, I mean, she would take off running. and I put a zap collar on her, and I hit her on 10 max one time. She did a backflip, rotated, landed on her feet, and ran all the way back to the front porch. Never had to do it again.
See? So I promise you, if she went to bite you and you hit her upside her head, she would learn that one time never to try that again.
I think he
The only
was,
time she snipped at me was when I was messing with my son, telling him that she would, if somebody came in, she'd be biting them. And he's like, nuh-uh. So I started just smacking them, and she got me in the butt one night. I turned around, and she took off running. Like, oops.
Yeah, see? She didn't even have to learn. She figured it out just by the look. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
we had originally got the dog from my stepdaughter, and then there was, I don't know, one day we had a run in. He was just being like a real asshole, and I went up to him. I grabbed a hold of him. I threw him down on the floor, put my hand on him, and I told him, look, pal, this ain't flying in this house. You're going to straighten up and fly right, or you're not going to live. And for some reason, after that day, that dog was my best freaking friend.
Oh yeah.
See, I say mine's stupid, but she really ain't. She's pretty damn smart and listens about 98% of the time. But if it starts raining, I got a metal roof. She like starts going hyperventilating and freaking out, and I have to put her in her pen or she'll pee all over the house.
Yeah, like this
So,
guy. we
I
got
learned
now.
that from one time. And when it starts raining, she'll either lay down here next to me or she'll go straight to her bed.
This
So,
guy we got now, if it lightnings out, forget it.
Well, everybody, I'm going to say good night. Tomorrow's
yeah, I
work
need to get to
day.
bed too.
Thanks for everybody coming on. Thank everybody in the side chat for
Thanks
being
for
here.
having me again, Dad.
Thanks for having us
Yeah,
on, Doc.
anytime, guys. Anytime. And today was like one of those things that hey, let's go live. Why not? Wednesday night, I got the lady bike builder coming on my live. She's a pretty cool chick. She builds custom bikes.
Wednesday?
On Wednesday night, 8 p.m.
That's when you're giving the cam away too, right?
Yep. I'm also giving the cam away after the interview. So
at 9?
yeah, roughly.
So we don't have to tune in until then, right?
No, you're supposed to say it's going to happen anytime after 8.
It could happen at any time because I'm actually going to leave it up to her if she wants to be involved in it or not.
Good deal.
So
I don't know. I'll be there unless she's got me going somewhere. I know we got to go figure out when and how we're getting this motor home.
How is?
Oh,
I
so
was
you did
just
get
pulling
it?
it with your truck.
Yeah,
when
well, I
is-
know that, but like motorhomes aren't ready to go. So like Tuesday when we go down there to see the guy, even if we stroked him the check, it won't be ready for like 4 to 5 days. They have to do all the PDI and all the stuff that Grand Designs makes them do before they deliver it.
Okay.
So you did get it.
We haven't bought it yet. We have decided
picked
which
it.
one.
Okay.
We meet with them Tuesday, I think,
Wait.
Monday or Tuesday. I don't know.
Did you guys
Oh.
make a video on the one you decided on?
I don't know if she has or hasn't. I don't know what she does.
Okay.
Thumpers just around for the ride.
That's it.
He's around for the ride and writes the checks.
I know there was a bunch of different ones you guys were looking at, and I saw those videos, but
Yeah, so we're getting the Grand Design 410 THR.
Ours for residential, for what I learned from
Yep,
the Thumpers.
that's what I learned too.
I learned it from you.
Yeah, it's a shit show.
Grand Design again.
Yeah, the Grand Design Momentum, and
Momentum.
it's the 410 THR.
See, I can remember numbers.
Well, if you just looked up, like if you went into Google search or you went into YouTube search and just typed in 410 THR, they'll come up.
Okay.
They'll come up and you can see.
I'll have to see if she put a video up too or not.
That looks nice.
All right, guys. Good night.
Take
Talk
care.
to you later.
Good night, Jack.
Yep.
Y'all have a good
See
one.
ya.
You too. Bye bye.
See ya.